All right, it says that we're live, and that we're going to find out on the. Hold on, we're doing portfolio. Okay, so we are live in the Focus Day podcast community. Oh, hold on 1 second. This is portfolio review. And then, all right, so we're going to be live in the portfolio review. Portfolio review. So we're a minute in. The rest of the crew's not here yet. We're just going to wait for a little bit. All right. We are now live in my Go Getting Creative group. But for the Focused AF group, not sure yet. But we'll figure that out in a little bit. Somebody's going to tell us whether or not we are live in that group. So, yeah, we're going to wait. Anyway, we're live right now, babe. So, welcome to my Monday Night Live. My co-hosts are not here yet. We said 6:30, right? 6:30. They're coming Central Jersey time. That's what we're going to call it. Hold on 1 second. But we haven't done these in a long time. So I'm glad that you guys are all here joining us. Your position is being used by another live video having right now. Do you want to reassign it to this new project? Ah, okay. I see. I can only stream to one group at a time. I can't go to multiple groups. So I think that's what's happening right now.
So I don't have to be here.
I might have to stop this stream. This is why we have the AV check.
Alright, hanging up. Hanging up.
All right. Anyway, while I wait for my co-host to join me, welcome to my Monday Night Lives. I haven't done one of these in a long time. But today we are going to be going over some portfolios and stuff like that. So very much looking forward to that. I talked about in today's my morning. Hey, what's up, Micah? What's going on? I talked about this morning in my car lives. Right? I don't know what else to call them. My daily Monday, not Monday, because I do them pretty much every day when I go to the gym. My morning rants, my marketing rants for 15, 20 minutes. That your product is very much a part of your sales and marketing. Is very much a part of your business. I think one of the biggest challenges that I see when I'm talking to folks who are struggling with their sales or their marketing is that sometimes the product needs a little bit of work, and as artists ourselves, we're very close to our work, and it's kind of hard to kind of look at our own baby and say, see what's wrong with it or see what things we can make better because we're so close to it. It's kind of hard for us to see our blind spots. So it's always good to have peers, our friend groups to kind of just go through our images with us, just to give us a better idea of what our blind spots are, so that way we can kind of address them and work on them. So let me see here. I don't think there's a way for me to stop this stream. So to stop this stream in the other group. I don't know if the other groups. I mean, this is all getting recorded anyway, so we'll post this video in both groups, in the Focused AF podcast group as well as this group. But this is the primary stream here at the in the Go Getting Creative, since I'm the one in charge of the stream anyway. Let me see if I can reach out to my co-host. See where the hell they are. I think they're messaging here. Give me 1 second. I wanted to leaving me stranded on purpose. So to give you guys an idea of where we're coming from, um, the three of us will be joining. Actually, my wife joined for a quick second. I think her input would be kind of welcome as well because she's also been shooting for a long time, 17 years, alongside with me. But but we're very very hard on each other for with our work, and a lot of people say, oh, I'm very hard on myself when it comes to my work and my business, and I can take it. But the honest truth is, when people tell me that, I still have to walk very delicately because at the end of the day, it's still their baby. It's very hard to tell other people that their baby's ugly. You know what I mean? So but my wife and I, we don't have a problem telling each other that the other person's work needs work or what's missing or what's whatever. And I honestly I appreciate that. That's part of the reason why I married her. She makes me a better person, right? And hopefully I do the same for her as well. But the friends that I have joining me today, I guess I'll give you guys a little bit of intro. Let me see here. Give you a little bit of intro. I wonder if I should wait until they get here before I tell them the intro. Just to embarrass them a little bit. I want to see the reactions because what I did was, I had ChatGPT do some research on them and create an intro for me. So, oh shoot, am I live in? I think I'm live for my personal page, not even on my. Hey, what's up, Akil? What's going on? I think I'm live on my personal page. I'm not even live in. I'm live in the group, but I'm not live in the Focused AF group. That sucks. Facebook changed a bunch of rules. Meta changed a whole bunch of rules about how I can use this software to go live. And the reason why I'm using the software is because I can go live in multiple places. But I'm not sure if that's working the way that I have it designed. But Akil, while we're just hanging out, the show's not starting until 7 o'clock. But I appreciate that you guys are here showing up. Let me know how your year's doing. How your year's going? How bookings are looking for you? Where you guys are in your journey, because I'm kind of semi-familiar. I've met both of you guys in person before, so I know a little bit about what you guys are up to, but I haven't talked to you guys obviously in a couple months. So let me know where you guys are up to. And this is all very interactive. This is very laid back and casual too. Are you guys watching the playoffs? There's no Knicks game tonight, but let me see here. Continue. We're going to continue. There's no Knicks game tonight, but there's a Spurs OKC game that's happening at 8:30. So I think that we're probably going to wrap up before 8:30, so we can all watch the game. Because I know my co-host Rolando Molina is a huge Knicks fan. But yeah, let me know what you guys are up to this year. How you guys are looking this year. Hold on one second. All right, so it looks like Jen is joining. And so that means if Jen's joining, that means my wife is joining too. So we get all four joining us. And I told them the pre-show's at 6:30. There it is. There's one. Nixon 6. Hold on. Nixon 6. Did you just... All right, yo, listen. I don't think I was able to stream to... the podcast group because Meta's being a hard ass right now with
Kara's is here. Okay.
Yeah, she's got the Pinky in the brain. You know Pinky in the brain. The doctor. Yeah, the psychiatrist, the doctors, those glasses, the psychiatrist doctor.
Stop it.
No. Let me see if I can find it. Pinky and the Brain psychiatrist. Pinky and the Brain psychiatrist.
No.
You do if you because Leo's not gonna come on for like maybe another 15 minutes maybe.
How do you spell psychiatrist? Psychiatrist.
Is I always struggle, but I know it starts with P. P-S-Y.
I gotta show you.
It's freezing. No?
Oh shit. Dr. Otto von Scratch and Sniff. Hold on. That's his name.
I had a friend whose uncle used to look just like him.
Hold on. There it is. Babe, do you see the screen?
Oh, duh, yeah. I don't remember that character. I used to watch Pinky and the Brain. Yeah.
He was in no, he was not picking the brain. Animaniacs.
That's the same thing. Animaniacs, Pinky and the Brain.
Yeah, it
No,
was the
Pinky,
same.
but
Yeah.
but yeah, not in like Pinky and the Brain.
Yo, is
Uh,
Jen joining in a different screen, or is she gonna come in
no,
with you?
yeah, she's gonna come and sit next to me. She's taking a quick speed shower. She's in the shower already. So
Oh, okay. Is that Grayson screaming in the background?
Yes, that is your son.
Yeah. So okay, I have Michael and Akil joining. If you want to go into the Facebook group,
They got the mutation this early.
um,
That's crazy.
you can read the comments and stuff. But Akil's here,
Wait,
Michael Rosenberg's here.
oh, it's live already.
Yeah, it's live already. We were live already, man. I told you it's a pre-show.
Oh,
It's been
man.
it's been live.
It's been live for 10 minutes, 11 minutes.
You should have gave me. You should have gave me a warning. Good thing I didn't say anything that gave me canceled.
Yeah. I listen. But yeah.
Let me go on. So you're on live on your group, right?
On my Go Getting Creative.
Okay.
But I think there's a lot of overlap anyway. So
Yeah, it should be
if
fine. I mean, if anything, can we like?
yeah,
post
well,
it
we're gonna
later?
record. We're gonna record. I'm recording this, and we'll cross post it. That's fine.
All right.
To Focus AF.
Mm-hmm.
Actually,
fine.
let me see. Wait, I should have got a notification that you were. There we go.
That I was
All
going
right,
live.
Yeah.
Yeah, just monitor the. We got like 4 people joining us right now, as far as I see.
Okay.
No, we got 6 people here right now.
All right. I see it. I just want to get to like the comment.
Yeah, you get to the comment side. Yeah, my comments are not. If you guys are joining me, I see 6 of you guys here. If you guys don't mind, just say hi in the chat so we know everything's working. You can hear the audio, you can see the video, all that good stuff. But it's not showing me any live activity. Usually it shows me a little graph, a little chart. But Akil says this year's a little slower than last year. Trying to pick up more work as a freelancer. I assume this is as a.
You are not the only one. There's a lot of people that I talk to that are not doing so good this year. They're finding ways to get other gigs somehow, but seems to be across the board right now.
And it's not just New Jersey too. I've been traveling a little bit, talking to other photographers around. Hey, Armando made it. Armando made it. Didn't he? He had some kind of thing to celebrate recently. He got engaged, right?
Yeah, just got engaged.
Congratulations, Armando. Hey, Jeannie's in the house. What's going on? Marcelo is in the house. I call him the Hispanic Latino Mark Ruffalo. Do you know Marcelo? I call him the Latino Mark Ruffalo. When you meet him in person, he looks just like Mark Ruffalo. But maybe that's just me. Karislav, we have our big one behind you right now.
He wants to go to the gym.
This dog is here chewing his ball and is making a lot of squeaky noise. Let me get him out of here.
Jaime and Jaime outside?
Can Jaime and Jaime take you to the gym?
Are they outside?
Marcelo's laughing right now. Marcelo's laughing because you know that is true. You look like Mark Ruffalo. You don't want to make Marcelo angry, you know? He's gonna turn into the Hulk. You know, the Latino Hulk. El Hulklo. El Hulko, right?
Did you grab a beer or
Me? I have a double, man. This might end up being a quadruple before the night is over, because I started 13 minutes ago. So treat yourself. You know, this is gonna be a long night because not that the pictures are. I took a quick look at the pictures with you earlier. The pictures are fine. They were great. But you know. It's my liquid courage. It's giving me courage to speak freely about these pictures. You know,
I ended up getting a Cutwater Baca Mule. So let's see how this goes.
You know, I've never seen you drunk. I've been friends with you almost 10 years. I don't think I've ever seen you drunk. Oh, well, we can't see it. There it is. There it is. Hey, you know what? What are you guys drinking tonight? Let me know in the chat. Let us know in the chat. Are you guys joining us with an adult beverage? Let us know. Let us know if you guys are joining us with an adult beverage. Huh?
We're just waiting on
Leo. Listen, this is
Jen
the pre-show. This is the pre-show anyway.
Yeah.
We got 15 minutes until showtime anyway. So, and I
Where's
think we got
Jen?
We got a hard out. Well, she's
Jen,
taking a shower,
Jen was like she started working out and then made dinner real quick and then hopped in the shower. So
If Jen
once
is
she's
not
done,
joining, I'm
cutting it
she
leaving.
tight.
is. No,
She
she
is.
is. She's gonna join us. I told her that it would be nice to have a different set of eyes, not from a technical perspective. So
Yeah, because
that's
Karis
my
is
way
not
of
a.
saying if I'm doing this, you have to do it with me.
Yeah, Karis. Oh, so Marcelo's drinking a cold Modelo Special, and it's hot. Well, no, no. I imagine it's hot outside, not the beer. The beer's not hot. That would be disgusting. But it is hot. Yo, it was like 98 degrees outside today.
It's supposed to be worse next 2 days. Supposed
And
to
this
be
is why I
hotter.
don't. This is why I don't normally do summer weddings. It's like atrocious. This is why the Lau family usually takes like a little
Yeah.
vacation. You know?
Last
Do
year
you?
was brutal. Last year's summer, I remember all the weddings we had last summer was terrible.
Uh huh.
Super
Yeah.
hot, and I think it's going to be the same this year. So not looking forward to it, but we got to pay our bills somehow, right?
Yeah. I got.
We gotta take those summer gigs.
You gotta take those summer gigs. Yeah. I got some linen suits for the summer. I got a gray one and a black one. Yeah, I got a
I'm
gray one and a black
sure
one.
that
Yeah.
helps.
Huh?
I said I'm sure that helps a ton.
You gotta be able to breathe. You don't want to like shoot a wedding with swamp ass. You know, that's like the worst. Hey, listen, we're in my group, so we can curse. All right, we can do whatever. We can say whatever we want to say. We don't have to be so buttoned up here, right? How's your? Are you shooting a lot this summer, Molina's?
Uh, I think we are. I know last year was pretty great. Let me just double check, but I think last year we had like 6, 7 weddings between July and August,
Mm-hmm.
and they all. I remember they were all just like hot weddings, and
I just want to stay
so like,
inside. I just want to stay inside.
yeah.
This is a, you know.
Let me see. Looking at my calendar, we have
Now,
one.
do you still wear a jacket for your summer weddings?
I do. I try to. I mainly put it on like for prep and reception. And then I would just
Even
walk
yeah,
around
prep
with
and
my
reception. Okay, but what if it's an outdoor ceremony? You got that jacket on?
probably not. No. Yeah.
So this is something that I learned from, and I'm thinking about incorporating this as part of how I do things. Right? I learned this from or heard this from Miles Whitboyer. Right? Like he's like, whatever the groom's wearing, I'm wearing. If he's suffering, I'm suffering too. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So if the groom's wearing a suit, I can wear a suit. If the groom's wearing a tux, I can wear a tux. You know what I mean? Just out of solidarity. You know what I mean? Um,
Yeah.
and I feel not, it feels nice wearing a tux to work sometimes. You know, you got to get those stretchy tuxes. You know what I mean?
So this summer is not too bad for us. I think there's like 4 weddings between July and August. So it's a lot nicer than last year. Last year was crazy, but I feel like you know how like things play out sometimes. Like you'll have like 10 weddings in October. The next year you'll have like four. It's like you never know how this is gonna play out. So I'm
Mm-hmm.
kind of glad because, like I said last year, I remember those weddings, how hot they were, and how much like how miserable the wedding party looked being outside for photos. And
Uh huh.
I'm glad. I'm glad it's a lot easier this year.
Um, yeah, I think I talk to you guys on a pretty regular basis, and I was telling you, all right, I'm capped. I'm good to go. 43 weddings. I'm good for the year, right? But
No,
these
no, the
inquiries,
last time we spoke was like 39.
right? Yeah, I'm at 43, 44 right now, right? And and I tell Abby, and Abby's probably watching right now. I was like, yo, Abby, don't let me see these inquiries, because if I see it and I'm available, I'm probably taking it, because I got my wife and I, we got things we got to pay for. And I think I'm gonna put an asterisk for it next year, right? Like, I don't mind shooting a higher volume if it means I'm shooting like a single every weekend, because there are some months like in November where I'm only shooting 2 or 3 weddings. You know what I mean? So I don't mind shooting a double. You know what I mean? Doubles I don't mind, actually. Doubles I don't mind. It's the triples that kill me. You know what I
We have
mean?
a triple. We have a triple this weekend. So
This coming
yeah,
weekend.
yeah. It's a good way to ease into it. You know, like
but are
we
but are they but are they at least like close to one another?
let me check. I know one is like up north in New York somewhere,
Mm-hmm.
and let me see. I don't remember
Carousel
these the day of.
Carousel
So
got some doubles too.
yeah, we're like up north somewhere in New York, Uh, oh, sorry. Just said Connecticut. She's yelling at me.
She's from the shower.
Connecticut,
Get your
Davis,
ass in here.
Davis Country Inn, and Liberty House. So not too
Yo, they're
bad.
not close to one another.
Yeah.
Yo,
I
and then you got to
mean,
Oh,
go back to Old Bridge. Shit. Oh
well,
man.
the Liberty House is only with no traffic. I'm home in like 45 minutes, so it's not too
Mm.
bad.
All right. So
Davis is a good distance, about an hour and 15 minutes.
yeah. All right. So Armando says July weddings. Ugh. And then Armando says again, how are you guys preparing for the traffic during World Cup? Leave it a little earlier. That's all. Uh, yeah, leave it a little earlier. And
we're not.
Akil
We're
says I'm
not
drinking an Izzy.
shooting.
What happened?
We're not shooting in July.
Yeah, we're not shooting as much during July because normally we would have those months off, right? I don't know if you guys know this about the Lau family, but usually in the months of July and August, we take those 2 months off. But our kids decided that they wanted to do summer school. So these nerds, right? They wanted to do summer school. It's not because they needed to catch up or anything like that. They just wanted to get ahead. And, I'm not going to stop them. As parents, you don't want to stop them. If they want to do extracurricular courses and stuff like that, or extra courses, extra credit, whatever, I'm not going to stop them. So that removes 1 month out of our summer vacation. So now we only have like maybe 2 weeks to do
Yeah.
something. So that's what we're going to be doing. But as far as preparing for the traffic, I think I still have some engagement sessions. I still have some like mini shoots here and there. Just a matter of giving myself more time for driving. I'll tell you what happened this past weekend. I had an SOS reach out to me. I don't know if it hit your inbox or if it showed up in the group. Somebody had an SOS in New Jersey. The photographer was coming in from Brooklyn, and there was I don't know if you guys know this, but there was a marathon of some sort, some kind of race. So all the roads were blocked.
This weekend?
This past
Yeah.
weekend. And there was an SOS that went out, and the photographer was kind of like going to be late. But the thing is, you should be aware of these kind of things every weekend, especially with New York. You got races, bike races, all this stuff. You should be aware of this kind of stuff. Um,
Yeah, I saw that. I think they were gonna be like a few hours late, right? Like that's
but
wild.
unfortunately, I was already shooting. But yeah, it's you
I
gotta
love.
look into all this stuff.
I always love when people make these posts and like you get people that are like, "Oh, I live 5 minutes from there, but unfortunately, I'm shooting another wedding anyway."
Why?
Like,
Why did you even respond to the post?
they're not adding like no helpful
Why?
content.
Yeah. Why are you even responding to the post?
Yeah, it never fails. Like I think that post had a couple of people chiming in like,
It's
"Oh,
like I would
I
love
live,"
to, but I'm not available.
and man, like I just put myself in their shoes. Like if I was reading that, I'd be like, "You motherfucker! Like you're not helping me here."
Oh God. Or sometimes the same people. Well, sometimes it's the same people, but like it's another SOS situation, and hey, listen, I'm kind of strapped. My second shooter called out. This is my rate. This is what I can afford, and let's say it's like $60 an hour, and invariably you get someone. Hey, listen, if you pay me $150 an hour, I'll come out. You did not help me one
Yeah,
bit. Like I'm kind of stressed out right now, and I only got a couple days to kind of figure this out. My second shooter just left me hanging, and
those
now.
those are the people that I call like opportunists. Like they swoop in at the right time, and it's like selling a bottle of water at the airport. You know that
You got
bottle
no
of water is like
choice.
it's like $6 in the airport, but you want it, you have to pay for it, right?
Uh-huh.
So that's what I categorize those type of shooters. They just wait for the last minute, somebody's in trouble, and instead
Uh-huh.
of lending a hand, they see it as a chance to make double the money, which is kind of messed up. But
Yeah. But like I will say though, I know at least one individual who did that, especially during the pandemic, raised prices through the roof for second shooting. And you burn bridges that way. The community remembers. They remember.
it's
Oh man, you got your Knicks merch on.
I arrived.
Oh man. Let me see. Let's see. Look at the Molinas. Look at that. Wow. Look at that. We gotta wait for
Hello, hello. Hello.
Hold
We need
on.
to get Karis some merch.
We got to get some Carousel merch.
Harris is already done with all of us.
Karis doesn't wear sports merch.
She's always asking like
What if
when.
it's cute?
She's like, when is this gonna be over?
I don't know how to
What?
do all this stuff. I haven't how to remove from switcher.
Did I go off the?
No. I gotta. I'm. You know how we used to do the when we do the podcast recording. I have to add another square.
I think when Leo gets on, no?
Yeah, when
Yeah,
Leo
when Leo
gets on.
gets on, we'll get another square. But right now, we just have to like, yeah,
Share the screen.
You were
share the
good. You were doing
screen.
great. I'll be right here.
You know what? We'll just leave it like this. This is a little bit more, yeah. Yo, were you guys watching the game live? Were you guys working this weekend when were you watching the game live or what? The Cavs and the Pistons.
Oh, I was like, there was no game.
No, we were working. The game wasn't on when we were working.
Yesterday?
Yeah, the game was yesterday. We had a wedding the day before.
Yeah.
So,
We had a session and then we watched the game.
yeah.
Yeah.
We were just trying to see which one of these two teams is gonna be our next victim.
Yo, we're going to the finals, man. We
Oh, we
are
know it.
going. We are going to the finals. Yo, so we're gonna be hanging out tomorrow. You know what we can do? Let's make it a quick announcement. Let's make a quick
Yes.
announcement, right? So, if you want to hang out with the Focus AF crew tomorrow, we're gonna be in the city,
Karis.
minus Karis. So 3/4 of the Focus AF crew.
Ben's gonna be out in the city like early already.
Yeah, I'm gonna be
What
out there
time?
since 7. I got an 8 o'clock session in Central Park.
Holy
Like
shit.
8 a.m.?
Yeah, 8 a.m.
Yeah.
No,
No,
so
the game is at 8 p.m., right?
And
All right,
then
so
he's
let-
having lunch.
I got a lunch with somebody. So let me ask you this. Let me ask you
Yeah.
this. All right,
You're
let me ask
still
you
gonna
this.
be gone for like 16 hours.
No. Let me ask you.
He may not make it to the game.
All right, let me ask you this. Okay, let me ask you this. So so I am shooting engagement from 8 to, let's say 8 to 11, right? 8 to 11 in Central Park, and then I got lunch in Lincoln Center, somewhere around Lincoln Center. So lunch should go from like 12 to 2, something like that, right? So if the game's at 8, I'm wondering if I should just take the train back home and then take the train back, because I don't want to leave all my shit on me, like when I'm going to the bar. I'm not taking all my shit with me to the bar, right?
Are we driving in?
Yeah, are you guys
Oh.
driving in or taking a train in?
Oh, we're probably going to drive in because it's a late game. And I don't like waiting for the train that
what
late.
we could do it is you could meet up with us before I park and then put your stuff in the car if you want.
I'm sorry, say that again.
Or he could come home, leave his shit, and then he could drive back with us if he wants.
Oh yeah.
Are we making all these plans on live right now? Is that what we're doing?
Yeah, I guess
Alright,
so.
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got 2 more minutes until
This is a pre-show.
this is a pre-show. This doesn't really
People
count.
don't care about your Knicks plans, people.
Let me just add that it's looking like this might be the first time that a guest stood us up.
No.
He's coming. He's this guy's coming Portuguese time. That's what's going on, man. He's coming Portuguese
What
time.
time?
So he's gonna be on. He told us he had to do a couple of things, take care of some family things, and then he'll hop on.
Is he doing a composite? Is he doing a composite right now? If he is, we're gonna have to like wait until 8 until he comes back.
He'll eventually get here.
Are we driving? Are you guys driving in?
Yeah.
Yeah, because like it's easier to get out once the game is over, especially if they win.
So where are you
that
guys parking?
We park like 4 blocks away from the garden. There's usually street parking at
Yeah,
that time.
on like 31st, something like that, 32nd
Oh, that's
Street.
near K-Town.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm.
around there.
Yeah.
Yep.
Look who I found, guys.
All right.
He didn't have a potato cam. He didn't have a potato cam like earlier today.
Are we live?
We are live.
We've been live, wasting people's time talking about
We've been live.
We've been live for 30 minutes,
This is
fool.
called the pre-show.
Are you like live though?
Yo,
Yeah.
we
Yeah,
are live.
live for
All right.
an hour.
No, I
already.
had an issue that I had to
You're good, man. You're good.
like a salon issue that I had to resolve like
Aw.
last minute.
Sure.
All right, everyone. welcome Leandro. For those of you guys who don't know, Leandro is our second most. Actually, no, he's got bumped. He's our third most listened to episode in on the Focus AF podcast. We're very, very, very big in Portugal right now. We have huge audience. But before we go too far, I want to thank you guys all for joining us today. I want to give you guys a quick bio of our guests. I thought only Rolando and Leo were going to join us today, but I want to give you guys a quick bio about these two guys because I don't know if you guys know them. I mean, some of you guys might know Rolando because we hang out a lot, but I want to give you guys a quick bio of all of them. Thanks, ChatGPT. By the way, Rolando, ChatGPT thought your last name was Ruiz, so I got somebody named Rolando Ruiz's bio on here. All right, let's talk about Rolando real quick. All right, so Rolando is one half of a husband and wife team based behind JR Photography, a wedding photography studio known for its candid storytelling, emotional imagery, and high energy approach to documenting weddings. Originally from Queens and now based in New Jersey with his wife Jen, Rolando has built a strong reputation not only for his photography, but for the experience he creates for couples throughout the wedding day. Hello, what about Jen? All right, anyway, brides frequently describe Rolando and Jen as calming, fun, organized, and generally easy to be around, especially for couples who feel awkward in front of the camera or overwhelmed by the pace of the day. In addition to photographing weddings around the Northeast, Rolando is also one of the co-hosts of the Focus AF podcast, where he shares honest conversations about photography, business gear, and the realities of working in the wedding industry with his wife. Over the years, his work has earned recognition through WPPI and other industry platforms, while his personality, humor, and real-world perspective have made him a respected voice within the photography community. What do you think about that, chat?
Oh, look at that. I think the only thing better would have been if Morgan Freeman would have narrated that.
Fuck you too. All right, so all right. All right, Leandro. We didn't do this when you recorded with us like 3 years ago, right? But let's see what chat pulled up for you, right? Leandro Da Silva is a New Jersey-based luxury wedding and portrait photographer known for creating dramatic, cinematic, and emotionally driven imagery with a strong focus on lighting, composition, and printed artwork. Based in the New Jersey, New York area and traveling worldwide for weddings. Do you travel worldwide for weddings?
So before COVID, I was building a pretty good, I was shooting about 4 destination weddings a year.
Wow. Okay. Thanks, chat.
And max
all right.
out, like one year I did 5 destination weddings.
Mm-hmm. Okay. He describes his work as epic, romantic, and story-driven. Do you describe your work that way? Epic, romantic, and story-driven?
I do. Romantic.
Okay. With an emphasis on turning wedding photographs into masterpieces rather than simple snapshots. Leandro has earned recognition from several major photography organizations, including WPPI, Fearless Photographers, Icon International Photography Awards. He holds the title of WPPI Icon International Photography Master, and has also earned the designation of Associate of Icon. His work has been featured and recognized for its dramatic style, technical lighting, and polished posing approach. On the client side, couples consistently praise him for balancing artistry with personality and professionalism. Reviews frequently describe him as calming, fun, detail-oriented, and capable of making people feel comfortable in front of the cameras while producing high-impact imagery. Brides often reference the romantic ambiance of his photos, his ability to direct naturally, and the way he captures emotional moments without making the experience feel stiff or overly posed. His studio currently holds a 5-star rating on Wedding Wire. That's the most important. With couples highlighting his creativity, flexibility, and ability to turn a picture into a masterpiece. His work and branding leans heavily into the luxury wedding space, with weddings photographed at venues like Pleasantdale Chateau, Park Savoy, Nanina's in the Park, and destination locations abroad. In addition to weddings, he offers engagement sessions, albums, portrait work, and photo booth. You offer a photo booth. That's right. Photo booth experiences. I don't know why I included that, but so how did chat do, Leandro? It was hella long. It was hella long. I think chat liked you. I think chat liked you more than it liked Rolando. Jesus Christ.
It's 2 for 1.
The next prompt would have been, can you shorten this a little bit?
Yeah, shorten it a little bit. All right, Kim O'Leary is in the house. She's like, Kim is here, but listening out to dinner still. It's all good. All right, so couple of things before a couple of housekeeping things before we get in too deep, right? So for starters, when the one, two, three, four, the five of us are here talking about pictures and whatnot, it's all coming from a good place. We're not here to kind of beat you guys up, and also we're students of our crafts as well. I don't think any of us think that our work is perfect either, but we've been around the block a while, and we're very fortunate that we run very I wouldn't say successful, but busy studios, busy photography businesses here in one of the most saturated, most competitive marketplaces in the universe. Would you guys agree with that assessment? It's pretty competitive here.
Yeah.
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 It's
So like,
one of the best
yeah,
markets in my
one of the
opinion.
most expensive and one of the most competitive, right? So, but the thing is, hopefully that'll give you guys a little bit of insight that, it's not always a race to the bottom of the barrel. That's a conversation that we see pop up all the time. It's a race to the bottom of the barrel, and it's super competitive. And we're finding ways to make it work for us. So hopefully some of the insight that we'll be providing to you guys, will help get you guys going in the right place as well. And that's pretty much it. And you can take our advice or not take it, but it's coming from a good place. That's all I can say. Do you guys have anything else to add? What would you guys like to accomplish today?
So, go ahead, Leo. I'll go
No,
after
no,
you.
you could. I was just gonna say, like you said, don't we're just speaking from experience and what we see and what we see in our work, what we've seen, from experience going to a lot of these live judging so you take it as you want. It's coming, like you said, from a good place, and we're not judging anything in terms of for any competition right now. But I think a lot of the feedback that you're going to receive or these photos are going to receive, if you try to implement, maybe one or two things, you're going to see a dramatic change over time in your work.
I
Right.
like that.
Yeah. Melinas, anything else to add?
I'm kidding. Yeah. No. Yeah. So why I wanted to do this is because I feel like it's helpful to kind of get a different perspective from someone that's not yourself. Because as we're choosing images, or if you're a videographer, you're choosing clips to showcase your work, you're very attached to the work you create sometimes. So putting your different set of eyes into your work kind of gives you a different things that you don't see. They'll be able to point out, and like I said, the goal is to review the portfolio so that you can curate the images to attract the target client that you want, right? So one of the things that me and Ben and Leo were discussing earlier was that, like, some of the images that we have won awards for are not even on our website because it doesn't fit our style, it doesn't fit our brand, and it doesn't fit to the type of clients that we want to attract. So we're gonna go through the portfolio. We're gonna look at it for consistency, the quality of the work, and we're gonna dive into some of the technical stuff. We're not gonna like really go, into full depth in that aspect because that's not what this is for. But we just want to look at the portfolio and see a cohesive brand, and that's what the goal is for this live. And hopefully, it can open people's, I guess, eyes onto, like, like Leo said, making little changes that amount to a big change. So that's what the goal is for this live.
I do want to interject a little bit. Some of y'all sent us your best images. I know. And these are great images. These are like bangers, right? These are home runs and stuff. Doesn't really help us tell you what's missing in your work or what can be done better. You know what I mean? Like, you guys sent in award-winning images and stuff like that, which is fine. We'll tell you that you did a great job. We'll give you a high five and all, right? But I think for this time, that's fine. We'll work with what we got today. But I think in the future, what I love to do is like take a look at your whole gallery. Because I think that's part of the whole product too. Because maybe you're great at hitting these home runs, but sometimes it's the little details, other parts of components of your gallery, you deliver galleries, that might be missing or maybe could be tweaked a little bit. That could really make the difference in
That's
your
true.
marketing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. A
Yeah,
full
and-
full wedding gallery would be helpful for the future one because, like you mentioned, like they're sending the best images, and the rest of the gallery could be very inconsistent. So being able to break down each section of the day and getting ready, portraits, all of that.
Yeah.
Making sure that the entire day is consistent and not just focusing on what you consider your hero images, making sure you're being very good
Yeah.
across the board.
I feel like both variations of this have different purposes, right? So
Mhm.
like that could help somebody be better on the wedding day, of course, leading to better portfolio images, right? But we also want to help people curate the portfolio stuff too, because that's what people are seeing when they come to your
Right.
website. You want to make sure that you have the right images to attract the right clients. So
Yeah.
I feel like both things have its place, and we'll definitely do that. We'll definitely pick a date and get some even. I mean, I would use one of my galleries, but I feel it's different when it's your stuff. Like it's I mean,
What? You're too
I don't
good. You're too
mind.
good for
No,
CC.
I have no problem. Like I had people do that to me before, and
Uh,
I feel like that's one of the best ways to learn. To
yes.
put it out there. So that being said, I do want to thank everyone that submitted. I know how hard it is to put uh, your work for the public to. For people to see your work, and it takes a lot of courage to do that. So we want to thank everyone that submitted.
Yes. We want to thank you guys for allowing yourselves to be vulnerable for all of this. So we appreciate you like so much. All right. So anyway, you ready for the screen share? Let's get this
Yeah.
going. Enough talking. Let's go.
All right. So
Leroy Jenkins. You
before
ready?
we do, I'm going to explain what I'm going to do. So I'm going to share my screen. I'm going to put in full screen mode. I'm going to kind of spend a few seconds on each image quickly, and then we'll dive in to see what we saw, and then we'll probably select more images and go into depth of certain things that we see, what we like. And then I also want to put all the images into a grid. And what that does, it helps look at consistency. And to me, that's one thing that I do with my portfolio images. I take all of them and put them in Lightroom or Photo Mechanic, and I open a grid to make sure that everything looks cohesive. Whether it's a different time of the day, your editing should look cohesive. And if it's not cohesive, people will notice that as they're going through your portfolio or your galleries. It's going to be obvious. So that's huge. Spend a little extra time to make sure that all the images flow the same, the editing is consistent, and that will go a long way in your portfolio. So that's what I'm going to do first. I'm going to share my screen. Hopefully this
All
thing
right.
works. Let's see.
Oh, sure. Oh, wait. Oh, you got to share your screen.
Yeah, yeah. All right. Just let me know when you
This is the
guys.
most I've ever heard Rolando speak.
Yeah, you know what? You guys put me in the spot. This was my idea,
Yeah.
and you kind of
That's your
you guys were
charge.
like, you guys were like, you know what? You figured this shit out.
Yeah.
We're not gonna help you.
Correct.
And so
No,
here I am.
we're here for you,
feel
Rolando. We're here for moral support. All right.
I feel that this, in my opinion, since like you guys teach marketing and business, so to me the quality of the images are also important, and that's what I can help with. So all
Let's
right, so I'm
go.
gonna share. Let me know if everything's
There
working.
it is. All
All
right.
right.
Boom.
So this is the first portfolio that we have. Let me do full screen, and we'll just go through images little by little, and then we won't say anything yet. We're just gonna look at everything, okay?
Pirate leg.
The pirate leg.
Maybe then we could explain what that is so people know.
Yeah, we'll definitely circle back on that, and then talk more into depth. But I just want
Yeah.
to showcase
And this
the
is
first.
all from one photographer, right?
Yeah, there's one
Yeah.
photographer that
Yeah, this is
submitted.
one photographer. All right.
Okay. Or is the timer?
No, somebody's messaging.
It's me. It's my phone is blowing
Uh,
up.
so that was it. So the next thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna put into a grid, and we'll just look at the consistency of it too. Let me make this bigger.
And is this? No. Well, I can't because it's different weddings, right? I see a couple. A couple of them are from the same wedding, and then
Yep.
there's a couple.
Mhm. So I'll go first. I'll start with, and I'll just mention something to me. Like why I put it into a grid is just to see the consistency of the editing, right? For the most part, like to me, this portfolio, like this photographer is really good at capturing moments. Whenever they're not using light, they're really good at capturing the authentic moments of the wedding, which is awesome. Um, but for what I'm looking at now, it kind of looks like there's multiple photographers in this portfolio, like different styles, which I feel is one of the hardest things to as you're doing this. The longer you do this, the more you refine your style. But it's it's hard for me to explain this, but like it looks like multiple photographers created this portfolio. Do you guys agree with me on that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yep.
I can, because you see a difference, even in similar, like if you look at the outdoor photos,
Shoot.
if you look at the outdoor photos, they're all a little bit different. They're not, I don't know if it's the editing. Of course, lighting is different, but you notice, the editing is different. I don't know if if this is part of the brand or the way the maker sells, themselves as, look, I can do different types of looks or styles. But I see, like, if you just take the outside photos, that they're taken outside, they look differently edited, right? Like you could look, some of them look warm, and then there was the one, it looked very cool. That's not consistent. They should either both look warm or both look cool. Especially if we're talking about consistency and having everything kind of flow together. And then even the ones using off-camera flash, like off-camera flashlight, great, beautiful photo. Client would love it, but they're all a little different.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's one of the things that I talk about when I do the portfolio reviews, is that sometimes the editing is not consistent, and some pictures are a little warmer than others, some a little cooler than others. Clients, but they might not be able to say, "Hey, listen, I don't know how I feel about this portfolio. Like, if something feels a little off about it, they can't. They might not be able to like intimate that, like how that, what the exact words are. But the word they're looking for is inconsistent. You know what I mean? So if you can get all your editing down consistently, and using an AI editor truly helps. So whatever platform you guys use, I use Imagine. You guys need a code. I'm kidding. We're not. No, but for reals though, right? Like you have an AI editor to kind of help you keep your colors consistent. That's a huge step in the right
Yeah, I
direction.
think it's mainly their greens.
Mm-hmm.
The natural outdoor photos, their green tones are not syncing up.
Yeah.
It's like
This one looks a little cool, right? Go back to
some
that
are
one.
very blue, some are like desaturated. Like first thing, outdoor photos with greens in it, like people see it because greens pop, and that's what you see. Your eyes go to 1st. I think that's why all these sets, especially natural light outdoor photos, they're the photographers' greens are very all different hues and tones. I think that's why there's the fall in the consistency in editing. And then they're using OCF, and some are natural light. So I
Yeah.
guess if you're gonna just go OCF, then go all OCF or do
Yep.
natural light, unless it's like really nice shot photo, like the rain photo that they did at the end of the night.
Yeah, and I, I don't know if we're gonna talk about this, but can I talk to something about posing?
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. Of
Yeah,
course.
yeah.
So one thing I noticed throughout this, if you could keep on flipping through them, is it's connection, right? Like this person has a really good, like Rolando said, way of capturing candidates, like the emotion, right? Even like if you go back to that one that seems like it's posed, they're against the wall, the brick wall. There's a moment there. There's a connection there. So when I am able to control the situation, right? Because this definitely looks like it's a controlled situation where they posed them, they told them what to do. There's lighting is good. They try to create some type of composition, but this is where me being very detailed, I'm gonna try to control this as much as I can and let them continue having that moment, right? First thing
Yeah.
I do there's a couple things here is move them centered onto these two windows, right? The second thing, we talked about is like the straight arm, the leg. The leg looks like it's, I'm not trying to be funny. It looks like it's amputated. The pirate leg. There's some things that, we can do, during the wedding day, because we have control of this. We're using off-camera flash. We're cutting off the bottom of the frame, right? I think his foot is being cut off, and I think he also
Yeah.
has one leg. He also. So these are things that this easily could have changed. Is both their hips turn into each other. Maybe bring her hand up to her, like, to her chest area, create more of that bending the elbow away from the body. Bring her leg, she can have her left leg bent, but bring it all the way to the floor where there's still, I can see that there's a full leg there. And then by turning the hip towards him, it just creates more unity and it creates more of a moment. And even if you want, you can, turn them all into each other. And, the best thing in this photo is definitely the reaction, the moment that they're having, right? It's not like they're just looking at each other. You see, that's an authentic smile. There's an authentic moment happening there within the controlling in this. And then on all the other photos that I saw, there's the ones that it seems like the maker has control over it. There's a couple of them where they're just standing there, like something like that, like where the water's, like, I would maybe, instead of kind of like that prom pose, I would have them turn into each other and have more moment. I like the faces from what I see. Like the faces look like they're good, but then just the pose is kind of weird because he's like kind of grabbing over her. And then there's a couple other ones where they're kissing and his hand is in the pocket. So the way I always tell my couples when I'm trying to create something like this is if you're kissing your significant other, do you put your hand in your pocket or you grab them? So what I always like, for example, that one, I always tell you grab. The goal is for you to grab your significant other. Don't put your hand in your pocket because it seems like you're disengaging with your significant other. You want to make sure you grab them, right? Because that's what you want to do. So face each other, grab them, have that moment. There's another one I think where they're walking, they're standing. His hand is in the pocket. So take the hands out of the pocket and have them, grab each other. Like I think the one with the other one more. Keep on going. Keep on going.
Yeah, I like that one a lot, actually.
Beautiful photo. Yep.
One more. There's a one. It's like they're in the field. His hands in the pocket. Her flowers. Nope. No. One more. Keep on going. Right. No.
That one.
Go. It vanished. There you go.
That one?
No. The back. Go back. I think his hand's in the pocket, right?
Oh, okay, all right.
So me personally, when I look at photos, that's the first thing I see. Like, how's the engagement? Like, all right, the kiss, it seems like it's genuine, but then the hand is in the pocket, right? So I feel like it would just create more emotion where he's grabbing onto her hip. He's bringing her to each other. And then something I always like to see is, in this case, I can see a little bit of the faces. A lot of times when you do kissing photos, you don't see faces. My goal, I always use this trick that I learned from Jerry Dionis, is have them kiss with the inside of their mouths so that when they're kissed, it might feel, and I tell them, and I walk my couple students, I'm like, it's going to feel very awkward, but trust me, it's going to look really good. And
what do you mean kiss with the inside of your mouth? What do you mean kiss with the inside of your mouth?
So it's like I still see both of their faces.
Like kissing with your teeth, I guess, right?
Oh, no. I think he means like open your face to the camera just a little bit.
Yeah,
cheat a little bit.
Open the face to the camera.
Yeah. Can you
nose is in the way.
Yeah, I want to give a few more posing tips as well. A lot of you guys know me as a business coach, sales and marketing coach, but like, I'm a little OCD with my posing as well. Oh, stay there, go back. So like, posing. I learned this from Jerry as well, Roberto Valenzuela as well, but they both shoot in a very similar style anyway. They follow the similar foundations. But like when you're photographing the female form, what we try to do is try to accentuate their curves, right? So that usually means they're not squared up with the camera. like shoulder square and the hip squared. All right. Usually you want to turn one way or the other, so that way you're introducing more curves into their shape, whether it's their bust or their butt or whatever it is. And that's why you can also pop the leg a little bit, just to introduce more curves. This is for your pose pictures, obviously. This is not for like your action shots where they're walking across the frame and walking towards you. But that's why a lot of action shots, they look so flattering, because they do introduce a lot of those curves. They're turning sideways, leftwards and rightwards to add more curves to their form. So in a lot of these pictures, you can scroll through some of these portraits and stuff like that, right? Where they're squared up with the camera, it's not the most flattering. It can be more flattering if you just turn their bodies just a little bit. I don't know what your thoughts on it. Like that one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
The
agree.
front leg could be bent a little bit more to give her more of a
Yeah, get more curves. Introduce more curves.
So the leg always closest to the camera bends, and then
Correct.
you put all your weight on that back leg.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have
Yes, go ahead, Jen.
I have a few posing things too, because I want to say like
Which
this
images?
person shoot likes us very, like they're very strong in PJ, which is like how we work as well, and we've been trying to kind of refine our posing and connection more to be a little bit more candid and fluid. So like I love this one because it's a more natural moment.
It shows happiness.
Shows
so,
happiness. I have no comments on that one. But
Can I talk about this one? Technical.
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
The feet are always like what?
Well, you know how Jen feels about the feet.
Yeah.
I don't care.
So, right. So the goal here, right? We're talking about images that you're putting on your website or your portfolio, right?
Mhm.
So I like to go there a little bit extra and retouch a couple of things. If I'm going to show this, I'm going to spend a little time. I would fix the stray hairs a little bit. It's a little distracting. I would definitely take care of that. And just watch the feet, because like the emotion here with them running like that's type of stuff that me and Jen like are aim for when we shoot weddings. So this is awesome. Like the express, which is why I said the photographer here is really good at capturing emotion. So I feel like once you in this industry or in this career, once you figure out your strengths and you start to really double down on it and create your style based on that, that's when things really take off for you. Because that's what happened to us. We were in this case. We were using lights. We were using like you name it, like whatever tool it came out for photographers, I had it, and I would try to use it on a wedding day, tilt shift, soft, whatever, And then like I got to the point where I started listening to what clients were saying about our work, and I started doubling down on what our strengths were. And that's what you need to do when you create your style, you create your portfolio. You need to really show the stuff that you love to shoot and the stuff that you're really good at.
Mm-hmm.
I think this photo, if the photographer cropped it, I think the photographer has a little cropping issue.
Mhm.
If they cropped it like tight and you could see the faces, expressions, much stronger photo.
That's what I was-
Yeah, that blown out sky is taking all your eyes to that point of the corner of
Crop
the,
it.
yep,
Crop it. See what it looks like.
crop it so tight, like yep, and then like
If
bring
we're not
it
gonna
up
see
so-
legs,
bring
let's
it up
not
so
see
we
any
don't
legs.
see the leg, yep, just crop it tight.
Get rid of the legs.
Get rid of the legs. We don't have all the legs anyway.
Yeah, if you by
right below the
mistake
knee.
crop your toes, yeah, just crop them much stronger. Like your eyes go straight to the couple. Like
Hey, if
There
you
you
if
go.
you put AI over it, does it complete the leg?
yeah, no, because there's no space. There's no extra space, and
You'll give-
I'm sure the photographer took bunch of this set. If you could find the one where their arms are like going down, not like covering the grooms, like it's right in front of him,
Oh.
much stronger.
Also, this is just a practical tip. When I'm doing running shots towards me, I'm shooting vertical for this reason, so I don't lose feet.
So we can easily do that. Like
Yeah.
Hold on.
No, we don't have feet here, bro.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. But if you do vertical, I mean, obviously you gotta
This-
fix the
this
crop
photo
there.
is-
Yeah.
Yeah, I shoot vertical. I shoot vertical on a 35, and that usually takes care of the problem.
Why?
I had a couple more. Sorry.
Wait, let me go back. Okay.
Just because these are things that I started noticing now that we've started to focus a little bit more on posing. Here again, to what Leo's point, the connection here, like her arm is just like dropped.
Here,
If it was
yeah.
up and holding him there, or even without the bouquet, would probably help because it seems like he's like grabbing her and she doesn't care.
Here's also my tip to add to that. Like if there's a joint, bend it. If there's a joint, elbows, knees. If there's a joint, you can see, bend it.
Yeah.
So no straight fingers, no straight elbows, no straight knees. All right.
You know, and these are things that I mean, I still do this stuff. Like, you know, it happens. Like, but as once you start seeing it in your work, you're more likely to catch it as it's happening.
Mm-hmm.
Another thing I noticed too with this one is like his neck. Like
He's
that
reaching.
was yeah, he's reaching a little too much. So like to Ben's point, like if maybe she was angled out a little bit,
Yep.
with the curve.
Turn a little more. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, his neck wouldn't have to reach out so hard.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct. That solves a lot of problems. Mm-hmm.
That's a good catch.
I only have one more.
Because that, like, even with that, like, if they could just, like, if the photographer talks them through that, like, with movement, like holding her hip, and that could really be some, you know, in between really nice moments, you know, between them, like kind of playing. But he has to kind of grab her. There has to be that connection, because that's a beautiful fact. You know, that the sky is beautiful. So just kind of getting them together, you know.
Just a simple hand on the bicep would have done.
Hey, listen. This photographer's on the ground right now. Okay, you can tell by the angle. I don't, you know, right now this photographer is worried about not getting wet or you know, laying on dog shit or something, you know. So we don't know. All right. So
we don't have any CC on the candidates. Like I feel like the PJ stuff.
This is great. This.
Okay.
Actually, this one. Go ahead. Go ahead, Ro.
Yeah. So here, back to, like, this is going on your website, right? So this type of image, you're showing the emotion. She looks like a bridesmaid. She's having a blast. Just take the little time to fix that, to get rid of that exit sign, or you just by cropping, getting rid of that ceiling.
Yep.
Yeah,
You don't need all that space.
Yeah. So and as far as PJ goes, right? When it's like a moment, if it doesn't help tell the story,
take it out.
Crop them. Yep.
So
there it is. Boom. Now so much better.
Now our focus goes to this bridesmaid. She's having an awesome time. Her friend has just got married and she's having a blast.
I would even go tighter from a lower right corner up
from the lower. All right, so
yeah, like how you had it, and just go like the bottom is not adding anything to the photo. Yeah, just kind of go as tight as you can.
Yep, and then bring up a little bit. Yep.
So just taking going the extra mile and really like honing in on these little things will go a long way.
Yeah. I want to ask something, like, from a social media marketing perspective. Like, we looked at the kind of like the grid view of the portfolio. I wouldn't put this whole array of images on your Instagram. I would focus on something that is really your strong suit, which is very much of like the PJ mixed in with like a scatter here and there of what you consider your hero images.
I love this one the best.
Yeah, that one's amazing. I love that one so much.
You're a little crooked. Like, your horizon's not straight, by the way. It doesn't look straight. Can you look at it? Can you put press R? Press R. Yeah, I don't think your horizon's straight. Yeah, it's not straight. I'm like neurotic.
But I love that one.
So like a beautiful photo. Like, you know, the light. You know, it's kind of like that. The sun's like kind of already almost setting, or it's set. It's like it's overcast, and then, you know, it's
hair's flying. The hair's flying. I love it.
Yeah, the hair flying, the dress kind of.
The umbrella's broken. I love it.
Yeah, like, so when I first like skimmed through this image, I was like, wow, how come they didn't fix the hair? But I love, like, it adds to the, listen, wedding days, like, we don't control the weather. Like, this happens. Like, we're dealt a crappy hand, and this couple and the photographer made the best of it. They went out like, hey, you guys want to go outside? They're like, yeah, let's do it. And they were down for this, you know.
Was this the couple? Was this the couple with the pink candy, cotton candy sky where he was on the ground?
No.
Yeah, I think it is.
No, it's different people.
Oh, never mind. My bad. My bad. I was being racist.
Yeah, so, like I said, I feel like this photographer, with just some minor tweaks, can really elevate their portfolio. And
photojournalism is definitely stronger. But this photo too, I think they could crop it a little tighter on the right. We don't need that much space on the right side.
Top right. Bring it down.
Bring them into that third. Yep.
Right there.
There we go.
Yep.
Go tighter.
Yep.
Tighter.
Damn, Leo. I like that too.
Look at that.
So now you got a story.
Yeah, much better. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Don't
He's
be
right.
scared to crop your
Master
photos.
Leo is right. Master Leo is right.
So like, so this is why I wanted to do this, because I feel like, like there's 5 of us here, and we have we have 10 eyeballs looking at this thing, but this is what, like I always say, like makes you stand out. Like it looks more polished. Someone like if I see this image on a website, I'm like, wow, this photographer is really good. Or this is like I know this photographer can handle any type of weather issues on my wedding.
That's the other thing too, right? Like people want a peace of mind. People are not hiring you for pretty photos, and I say this in my lives all the time. People are buying a peace of mind. They're buying you. They're buying your professionalism. They're buying you knowing the answers to anything that could pop up. Pretty photos, they can get anywhere. That's why the cheapest always wins if you're just competing on pretty photos.
Yep.
All right, so we spent a good amount of time on this portfolio. I hope we whoever this portfolio is can take some of these pointers and put them into play.
Yeah.
And I'll just go back to one last thing when I said it looks like multiple photographers shot this wedding, right? So if you take these images here, right, with the light, right, now watch it. Once you scroll through all these images, this looks like the same photographer, right?
Mm-hmm.
These are all cohesive. These same style, same editing, good lighting, and then you have the same photographer producing work very similar to these two, right?
It's very cinematic.
That's a big difference in style.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I would lean into one specific, and that'll help you draw in like the right people that you want to work with.
I would definitely add this one in too, the sunset one, because this very
People
similar.
know what they're buying into when they book with you. They know what they're buying into. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's
And
important. They want
like if any of these people that we're seeing that like you want, like an explanation or further detail, like you can drop into my DM and I can
slide into his DMs.
I can definitely give you some more feedback and help you.
Awesome.
Let's go. Next portfolio.
Next one. Let me do full screen. No, right here.
Let's
Okay.
do it. I like this portfolio a lot when we were going through it. Let's go through it. Let's do it.
Cute.
Espresso martini in the wedding dress. That's so dangerous.
All right.
Look at the videographer in the back. like always, right? They're always in the way.
What an asshole.
But I want to comment on that one real quick because
Yeah.
I didn't even notice he was there. Like the way this photo was taken, like your eyes go straight to the couple, which is good.
Yeah, I know.
You pointed it out.
No,
I wouldn't have noticed
it adds to it. I feel like it
Yeah,
adds
and I actually like it. It captures what really what's happening. They're on stage, and
But do you know what this means? That means the photographer's in the film too.
Yeah.
Cute. Love it.
See, a huge difference from like this portfolio so far compared to the previous one. This has more of a
Consistency.
harmony,
Consistency. Yep.
consistent harmony to all the images.
Editing, all of it. You could tell it's done by one photographer. A lot of emotions, movement. Yep.
Yeah.
But you're also shooting at Mallard Island, It's gorgeous over there too. Jesus Louise.
Natural light. Yep.
It's the
Editing is consistent.
Yeah.
There's some great moments too. There's some great moments in there.
So far, my couple comments from this photographer is they know the target client. Like they know who they want to book, who they want them, who wants to book them, right? And they have a style. They have a editing style, consistency. They like the brand is on point. Like it's the same photographer throughout all the images. Doesn't matter which image I pop up, it's the same person. Which me and Jen we strive. I'm sure the same for you guys as well. We try to be as consistent as possible because we are the brand. So once you
even the speed light photos, the interior photos, the coloring, the skin tones look the same as the natural light photos.
Correct. Yep. They all flow. They all consistent.
Mm-hmm.
So whoever wants to give more comments, I'll touch on a couple of things that after everyone takes a turn. But
Leave it in grid. And they can tell you which
okay,
one.
yeah.
Abi just joined us like an hour later, but I'm kidding. I'm messing with you, Avi. Avi, you didn't miss anything. We just went through one portfolio out of 5, so we're on number 2 right now. Marcelo says, "I would love to include photographers in my films." Yeah.
I guess if anyone wanting to start, if not, I can start going through a couple. There's a couple of things that I saw that I could point out really quickly.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Um,
you can start, Ro.
okay, so this image here, like, it's a great, like, it tells a story. I personally wouldn't have it in my portfolio, but everyone's
Clients
different.
would love this. Clients would love
Yes,
this.
yeah, some people would love to include, like, different parts of the day on their portfolio. Like, I would probably put this in my stories or on the blog for sure. But
Yeah,
as a portfolio piece, I feel like there's something missing here. So for instance, if we go back to this image, sorry, here, kind of have a similar setting, right? But now you have the couple here, which now gives you a whole different level of a different layer of
story.
storytelling. And like I said, the portfolio images, spend a little bit more time just refining the image, cropping, getting rid of stuff that you don't need. So, for instance, the whole right side here, there's nobody here. So let's crop that. Let's crop that real quick and just see how much more powerful the image is, right? So now we focus straight on the couple here, and look at everybody here. This is awesome.
I
Like,
think we can go even more. Didn't we try going in even
yeah,
further
yeah,
more?
yeah. We went to the
Well,
waist, right? Before, like,
well,
Yeah.
don't cut that guy on the
Or,
left. That guy on the
yeah,
left.
yeah.
move over, yeah. There
With
you
the
go.
armpit on the side.
Well, we got an uncle behind a tree on the behind yeah, we got an uncle hiding behind
I think we cropped a little bit too much
the
there,
centerpiece
like
thing.
right
Yeah.
there. Like, if you
Now
crop
it's in the, there you
somewhere
go.
in that ballpark is awesome too. Like, it just
Ah,
tells you.
look at that, dude. Look at that.
Yeah, and it also gets rid of the cars in the back. Like, that to me, it's not necessary for you to get rid of it, but it kind of helps a little bit polish up the image a little more.
Yeah.
And this is an awesome moment. I would love to get something like this on the wedding day.
It's
Yeah.
and this is something that I try to teach my associates as well. It's always to it's always better to give yourself a little bit more headspace, a little bit more space, so you can always crop in. Because the editors can always crop in later, right? But if you cut it too tight, we can't expand it. I mean, we can use AI to do it, but it's not the same. So it's
Yeah.
better for you to give us more space.
And something just that, as people are joining and seeing, what we're talking about, these images, some of these images will be great. The couples will love it. It'll be part of the album, but we're trying to hone in on your style and you attracting the right clientele that you want, right? So, sometimes images that a client likes are not necessarily the photos that you feel like are represent what you want to do, or the couples that you're trying to attract want, right? Because a lot of the times, yeah, it'll make the album. But these, we're talking about photos that you're gonna post on your website,
Mhm.
to create to for new clients, right? Or you're gonna post on Instagram or any of your social platforms. So that's what we're talking about. We're not necessarily saying that, hey, this image is not going to be in the album, which they are sometimes. Like, we know that the best images that what we feel don't make the album because the couple decides there's other photos that are more meaningful to them. So, and that's fine, but for your website, your clients should have no say on what you pick,
Correct.
unless there's some type of agreement there. But
Mhm.
you should have full control on what you post on social and what you post on your website and blog. They should have no say in that unless there's some type of contractual agreement in place.
Yep, that's all good stuff.
But
What?
the kind of weddings that this photographer is attracting, it seems to be pretty consistent as well. So I think that's just a function, a result of just showing consistent work. You're getting what you show. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's
Correct.
beautiful, photos, nice editing, clean editing. Um, like something like that. Like, I would probably shoot this horizontally instead of vertically because, but
I like the
there's
vertical crop. I don't mind it. I don't mind it.
I don't know if there was anybody else cropped out or if that was it. That's what like.
It was a dude with the arm. It was a videographer.
So one thing, like I don't know why, but like it has stuck to me in a long time. Like I almost never post kissing shots. Like I take them and I include them in the galleries, but I don't have them in my portfolio, or I try not to unless it's like an amazing lighting, amazing scene, and it just like worked out that way. But I like the moment before the kiss, and
Mhm.
that to me is like the frame to be posting. And yeah, I don't know. I just feel a certain way about not posting like a lot of kiss shots. That's just me.
That's the other thing I want to talk about as well. When I'm curating portfolio, or not curating, but providing CC on people's portfolios, there's a lot of kissing photos, and that's just the nature of what we do. We do photograph weddings, right? There's going to be some kissing happening, but for the whole portfolio to be like dipping photos and kissing photos, you got a whole gallery, like a whole grid full of them. It does get old pretty fast, you know. So it would serve you better to kind of vary that up just a little bit.
And
The
just
kissing photos are too easy.
yeah, and just that one photo with the horizon line through the heads. Try
Yeah.
to either go above or below because this seems like it's like a posing shot. It seems like. So I would definitely bring your camera a little bit higher or either get lower, get them more in the sky. And then with the editing, like if this is going to go on your website, I would of course this is the beach. There's going to be like
Footprints.
footprint, but like you see on the right side, there's like that big spot. I'll just remove that. I think that's distracting. Little things like that.
Boom, gone. You can put a penguin there if you want.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like so this type of image, like I could see this hanging in the couple's like house, like a big wall art. Like this is awesome.
Yeah.
So like yeah, this is good work. This person knows their style, their editing, like they know their brand, they know who they want to book. This is awesome.
And I want to add something that like we're giving you feedback on these images, critique, and we understand that your clients might have like a 2 by 3 printed wall art in their home of that photo, and we believe that, but it's sometimes they love the photo, but we're just trying to give you some extra feedback to make that photo even better, right? 'Cause sometimes clients don't know what makes a photo good, right? They love it because they're part of it. They love the moment. It's their wedding. But sometimes when you show it to people that are not it's not a photo of them, then they'll be able to pick out things that they don't like or things that they like. So if we can look at it in a sense without emotion, right? Because if we could look at our photos without emotion and being emotionally attached to them, we can definitely grow, I think, much more in that case and take that feedback instead of being defensive and be like, well, the client loves it or it made the album. We understand it makes the album. We understand the clients love it, but all the feedback that we're giving is for you to get better, right? And that's why we do this. It's to get better. Because we're all photographers, right? There's no clients here chiming in. We're all here to, we're opening up, and it's hard to take critique, but just come in and take it for what it is.
I got a question for the four of you, right? So, um, I know there's a school of thought out there with some photographers who are like, "Hey, listen, the clients will never know if I don't do this extra thing, right? If we don't do this, we don't do that. The clients can't tell anyway. So, do we go ahead and do that anyway? Do we try to like fix those things?
Yeah.
So I'm
I
going
got
to
the
share.
Molinas on here. Oh, there it is.
I'm going to share what. So my mindset was I actually saw that years ago when I first started that a lot of photographers just do things. Oh, the client doesn't know. So what I started doing is I started doing the things that the photographers didn't want to do or wouldn't do. So then, but I got to a point where now clients tell me, oh, the reason why they like me or they pick me is because of my attention to detail. Is because they see something different with the photos that I have because I go above and beyond. I remove light switches. I remove exit signs. I'll remove the light, in the shot that I couldn't remove. I'll remove the litter on the floor. I'll remove the trash can. I go above and beyond. It's more work for me, but then on the trade off is clients notice that what I do is different than what the majority do, right?
Uh-huh.
So since we're talking about how do I stand out, or I'm not booking. Why aren't you booking? Maybe look at why you're not booking. It's you probably have great work, but it's just you just need to refine some of those images.
It's true. Yeah, I agree with you 100%. Since we've been saying from the beginning, it's all these little things that add up to make big changes, and that's what we have to do. Right? This time, and in this market is competitive, right? So you got to make the changes. You have to.
All right, you ready for screen share? All right, let's
Yeah,
go.
yeah, yeah.
So
We're
you
back
wanted to
on.
talk about this picture. You want to talk about this picture, right?
I
Carousel, you
do.
want to talk
Yeah.
about Carousel, you
Oh
want to
yeah.
talk about this
Go
picture?
ahead, Karen. She's probably gonna mention what I'm gonna say, but go ahead.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure she's going to say the same thing too.
Her hand. Where are her hands?
Yeah, it's an awesome, like a simple shot, but like you could feel the energy, like you could feel the happiness, and just that hand. I get it. Sometimes we're just like, it just happens so quick, and we rather have it than not have it. But since this is a portfolio review, we're gonna mention it.
Right.
Yeah.
And then just crop it tighter than up to her bouquet. You know what I mean? Just crop her. She's the center
Let's see
of
how
the
that looks.
photo.
Let's see how that looks.
Yeah, crop it, and then you could even crop the groom a bit because she is the center of this photo. He's just on the
Because
side.
he's not even paying attention.
Yeah. You
Get rid
could
of
bring
him.
it in, and
He's
you
got
can
golden
crop it
retriever
tighter.
energy. He's got golden retriever energy.
Bring it higher, even up to her bouquet, where the bouquet is. Yep, and then like right around her waist. Yep.
Are we doing
Focus on the
are we doing a
like
different crop,
people.
special
I
crop?
think a lot of people are scared to
Yep.
crop their photos. Like cropping will change. Learn to crop. Just crop them.
That's
I'm
literally
gonna
my
ask,
every
I'm gonna
time you
ask you
love
to
that for missing a
since
hand.
Paris talked about cropping, I crop, and I don't go to like, I'll crop to what I feel the photo needs. If the photo needs to be square, I don't know if you guys notice, like I actually I crop photos square a lot. Not a lot, but I do it more often than I see people do it, and I'll crop like weird crops because I find it flows and it tells what I want to tell better, right? So don't be afraid
Yep.
to
I look
crop
really
differently than what's standard, right?
Mhm.
Because as long as the message or what you want to be shown is there, it's fine to crop, square
Non-standard,
or
non-standard sizes.
yeah,
Yeah,
Non-standard aspect ratios.
yeah,
I love
Yep.
that. I mean, you probably won't be able to print it like a standard size, but like
yeah,
in the album, it'll
Or
lay out
yeah.
perfectly fine.
yeah, on Instagram too. Like
On
it's,
IG, that was really
Yeah,
good.
that's so much better.
Love that.
Mm-hmm. If you're gonna commit all the way. You're gonna show the hands, show the hands.
Yeah.
Don't half-ass anything. Full ass or nothing at all. All right.
full. This I have nothing like. I love this. Like the color, like it's awesome. Like the dress is awesome. She looks like she's just like, yeah, take photos of me all day. Like, right?
Yeah.
This type of a bride is like, you can just photograph her in the worst setting and she's gonna look awesome.
Mm-hmm.
And to give credit to the maker, this is shot middle of the afternoon, so this is
Harsh light.
this
Yep.
is harsh light, and they've really been able to control, the way they control the light and capture it is beautiful. There's like it's well done. They know what they're doing when they're photograph, because a lot of times people will shy away from harsh light and not photograph at all, because of it's not ideal light. And we know as wedding photographers, we have to work through any type of weather and lighting conditions. So
Yeah. But yeah, so another thing I'll just comment on this pose here. Like I love the, what are these called again?
It's like a cape. I
The
love it.
cape, right? Yeah, this is awesome. Like I personally love to see like the side profile of the bride if you're gonna do a pose like this. So just having her turn a little bit more to the left and bend that leg, and you kind of still get this awesome view of the cape, and you kind of get more of a profile there. But that's all preference. Like this is
It's
like
just
we're
nitpicking. Yeah, just nitpicking
yeah
just a
we're
little bit.
we're like splitting hairs now. I feel like, but
Yeah.
said, these are things, small things that like as when I'm editing a wedding, you know, that's recent. I'll go through it. I'll critique my stuff. I'll be like, damn, I should have just had, you know, this person do this, or I could have moved here, and that's how
Yeah.
you
Yeah,
grow, you
for
know.
those of you guys who don't know, Rolando's neurotic with his editing. Like he forgot to burn the little space between the elbow and the body when they're doing the skinny girl arm. He forgot to burn that little area, and he was like, "This is driving me nuts." I was like, "No one knows, man."
And to what Rolando said, it's like, I have the same thing sometimes. Like, you're like, oh man, I should. And that's the thing, when you're there photographing it, just slow down. Because sometimes I think we just get, we're running late, or hey, so the way I look at it is like, I'm already controlling the situation, right? I'm already posing her. So if I take another 10 seconds, it's not going to be the end of the world. So if I'm photographing this and I'm like, I want to see more of her face, I'm going to, and I walk into him like, hey, it's going to feel very awkward, but I need you to lift your chin a little bit over your shoulder and tilt your left shoulder a little back to me, so that I can get that, that profile. And then what I would do is I would make sure that I have her actually go over a little bit more to the left, so I could get the whole entire cape in there, not the cutoff. So it seems like she can definitely go a little bit closer. And I understand, like, we already set up, we've made it perfect, and I would still move it. It's gonna take you another 10 seconds. So a lot of times we get caught up in a time, like, oh my god, the planner or the bridal party. It's like, oh my god, it's they love, if the bride has to be ready leave by 2:00, then I'm like, oh my god, we got 2 more minutes, and then like just creates a whole bunch of anxiety in the room. Yeah,
Gotta get
right.
tight.
It's like they create all this anxiety in the room, and I'm like,
Leo's like, not now. I'm creating art.
exactly. I'm like, we have 2 minutes. It's gonna take me 10 seconds, So and I move. So I work through it, I acknowledge the time, and I move through it, and I get the photos
I
that
acknowledge it, but I don't accept it.
because I still have 2 minutes.
Yeah, you know what? I'm guilty of that. So I'll definitely. I've worked with Leo, and I can get behind. Like I seen him like take his time, and it pays off. I'm the opposite. I'm like, you know what? Let me get as much as I can in as little time possible, and it's a flaw sometimes, because like sometimes, like what Leo was saying, it would have just took me an extra minute to fix it, and then now I'm at home editing. Like, damn, I can't even go back and fix it. So yeah, you're right about that.
I never had the pleasure of working with Leo, but I talked to a lot of video people who have. He does take his time.
It's a good thing.
All right, let's go to the next photographer.
Just the last thing I want to say. This looks like a door is open with the bathroom light on, casting this orange here.
Yeah.
Just turn the light off. Turn the light off.
Turn the light off, and also you can also take the blue. What do you call it? A blue gradient. I'm sorry, a gradient. A gradient mask. A gradient mask. A blue. A cooling gradient mask. That'll take care of that real easy.
Correct. But so far, like what we've seen, good job. This photographer is doing a great job. Just minor things. All right.
Good emotion, connection.
Yep.
This one I would have liked to scoot over to the left a little bit. If the photographer had the space to scoot over to the left. This one. Unless there's water. Unless there's a body of water under there. Then maybe not, right? Then maybe not.
I mean, that's not an excuse. They should get a boat. They get a boat and go on the water.
Yeah, no excuse. I'll get a drone, right? I'm kidding.
All right, so this is our next portfolio. Full screen.
Love
I love this picture. Oh, cute.
Nice.
Beautiful.
I saw that. I just saw this. What do you call it? The file name, Philadelphia Jewish Wedding, as if they're doing this for SEO, as if they're doing it for SEO purposes or something. So funny.
Cool.
This is a family show, by the way.
Ring of Fire. No, it's the Ring of Fire, isn't it? That's what it's called. What is it?
Yes. Yeah, correct.
Copper
Ring of Fire.
That's That's what I call myself after Taco Bell.
That's what I call after pupusas. One pupusa too many.
So pretty. Pretty.
All right, then we get out of.
You gotta show. You gotta see all those award-winning logos over there, huh? Got some Flama awards there.
Can
Got
I
some fla-
can I start? I can say
Yeah.
something. All
Yeah, go
right.
ahead.
So, some very strong images here, right? Some really strong images. Love the connection. Colorful. But there, one thing I noticed, there are some photos. I think it says Flashmaster Awards. One thing I want to mention about awards, right? Um, every competition has their criteria of what's good, how they're judged, right? So if you submit something in one competition and it does well, it doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to do well in all the other competitions,
Yeah,
right?
that's true.
So that's something that I've learned from experience. I haven't really submitted to many. I think in my whole career, I've submitted to 2 competitions. That was Fearless, and I've submitted to WPI Icon Awards now. That's the only things I've ever submitted to. But when I look at some of these images, like very, very strong, right? But then I look at some others and I think like, it's almost like that other like not necessarily almost like there is 2 photographers here, because like some of these moments are really, really good, right? And then some of the other stuff is like I feel like you know some weaker images that and I've shared, like I think you're as good as the weakest image you show, right? So like if you only have 10 good photos, I would only show 10 good photos. I wouldn't try to make 15, right? But the one thing I wanted to show is talk about is if you go like for that first one, the emotional one, I look at this and I'm like, oh my god, you can like crop this in so many different ways, like because there's so
Can we
much
see
emotion
vertical?
in
Can
the
we see
arms.
vertical?
Vertical's
Like I
gonna
was
crop
actually going to
a
crop
lot
her
of it off.
face.
Yep, not enough.
Can you crop this? Because I love the hands. I think the tension in his fists and
And
his neck. Can you crop to? Let me see what this looks like. Can you crop like underneath her nose? Like bring it all the way down to her nose, and I just want to see what like how this would kind of
Like cropping her
like
face
underneath
off.
her nose.
Cropping her face,
I
but
don't
I
see her
like his
face.
face.
Yeah.
I like her face.
Right
I
there.
like his face. His
Yeah, a
face.
little bit lower. Let me see just the lip, like run.
No,
No, I think
his
it's stronger with his face.
yeah, his
Yeah.
face
His
tells
face
the
is part
story.
of it.
Yep, yep.
Yeah.
It's
No,
just
we're not
like
doing
they're
that.
about to
No.
No,
fight.
no. All right. Yeah. But this image, I love this image. I love this image.
Square crop. Square crop.
I think square crop works here. Definitely
Yep.
square crop.
Yep.
Gets rid of anything else.
Yeah, there it
Like-
is. Yeah.
And I love it because of just the different, her reaction of excitement, and then him, he's like nervous, anxious.
Or taking a shit.
Or she probably squeezes that.
That's the way Ben takes a shit. But even like it's a great PG. But then if you go through some other ones, there's some like in terms of lighting is a little off.
Where?
I'm gonna go if you go to that bridal party. I'm gonna talk about bridal parties because I do a lot of them.
We know you
so
do.
if you open up that one, like the first thing I look at is like the even light, right?
Intensity.
So intensity, the spill. So if I squint my eyes, the right side of this image is much brighter than
Yep.
the left side.
Yep.
So,
Yep.
and the spill, like so, they control the spill pretty good on the left side, but on the right, it's a little sloppy. So.
Oh yeah,
You
on
know,
the column
I know
there.
that this one, it says it won a Flashmaster
Yeah.
award, but like I said, just because it wins an award doesn't mean it. I don't know the criteria that they look at, but because I'm not familiar with that organization. But looking at this, the control of the light, the mastery of the control of light. If you look, you see it falling off. Of course, but it doesn't match the other side, right? And then even like the evenness of like the feet, right? Because the on the left side of the photo that's lit up, on the right side not so much. You see kind of like where the light is bleeding. The light is bleeding over to the right. So it's just like little details like that. Um, you know, looking at the light, I would actually also maybe crop it down. This is a perfect example where you can you don't need that top part. There's nothing happening on that top part of the photo. Like bring it all the way down, like bring it more and 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 more, right?
Like a
Like I'll
16
bring
by
it like
9.
here, and then bring up the bottom right there, like something like that.
Oh yeah, that'd be
Yeah,
cool.
there we go. 16 by 9.
Yeah,
There it
the
is.
cool
See,
print.
and that right there makes it so it's just my eye is going to the left because it's the brightest part
Yeah.
of the photo.
All right.
Yeah, and if you look at this, it looks like three different images, like three different like lighting, like it was lit uh differently three different times. So what I'm trying to say is like like if I crop these people, it looks like a portrait, right? A separate portrait, right? If I crop them, they're lit like the same, so it fits into this one portrait. And the
Yeah.
people here look like they're in a whole nother portrait.
Yeah, like
Mm,
right.
mhm.
Yeah.
Also, the
So
other thing,
Posing
yeah.
posing is done well. Posing
Yeah.
is done well. I think we're my feedback to this was the cropping and the lighting. Just having a little bit more control, of the lighting. And again, and to the maker's defense, they can't do both, right? So it's also working. This is a good example when you're working with an assistant, being able to communicate clearly with the assistant and what you want, or working with someone. For example, I know people that just work with random assistants, right? Every wedding's a different one. So if you create a relationship with, one or two assistants that you have throughout the season, that also helps you create better images because they know exactly what you want. One thing when photographing something like this, you have to make sure the distance from the light to the subject has to be the same throughout everyone, or you're going to have difference in light, right? Unless you're manually changing it every single time, which I think that's not the case here, right? So it's just that the assistant being able to light them correctly, or take direction from the maker of this image. But overall, couple will love this photo. This is something you can put on your website, your Instagram. But just next time, look at those little details when you're creating it.
Can I add something to that group photo too? I wanted two
yeah.
things. I wanted to add
Go
two things, right? So
ahead.
the first one is from an editing standpoint, embrace the highlights. There was a point in my career when I zeroed out the highlights. I don't know what you guys do, but embrace the highlights a little bit. It's okay to have some brighter whites, because I do feel like the whites were turned down a lot, right? The
Yeah.
second thing is the second thing is from a posing standpoint. Anytime I'm posing large groups, my point is to always make sure that each individual, if they were the only person existing in that frame, their pose would look natural, right? It would look like a nice portrait of just them by themselves, right? So if you were to take some of these people, right, just them by themselves, it might look a little weird, like the ladies with their hands on the shoulders like that, with the guys on the sides and stuff. What I would have done instead is maybe have them hug an arm or something instead, hug the elbows, even the bride as well. Maybe hug the groom's arm instead of dangling the hands over the
Yeah,
shoulders.
little hand coming from nowhere. Yep.
Yeah.
And
So those are
it's
those are
shortening. Yep, it's shortening their arms too.
Yeah, and I would have the people that are in groups together have them engage with one another. I mean, you're obviously you're having these. I don't think these people are real life couples anyway, right? But the girl in the fuchsia, the pink, hug the arm of the person in front of you. Get a little closer. No gaps.
But
Whenever I'm doing group pictures, I usually try to close up as many gaps as I can.
yeah.
You know.
To the makers, defense. This is and to whoever's watching, this is very hard to do. right? Because you're
Mm-hmm.
dealing with a lot of different people. This is
Yep.
probably done right before cocktail hour or something. People want to go. There's probably people all around. So this is high pressure, right? This is not easy to do. This is very complex, and I give the maker a lot of credit because this is again not easy, and any feedback that I gave, this is just to make it better. This is a good image. But at the end of the day, those details that that Ben said does make a difference. Maybe show a little bit more of the forearm. Like the fingers, like not having any closed fists, at least for the ladies, right? We can be here all day and just kind of nitpick at photos because I always feel like there's always improvements that can, I look at my photos and I'm like, oh shoot, I should have done this, I should have done that. I'm always my biggest critic, right? And I think that's how you grow, right? When you're always looking to improve, you're always looking to do better. It might not be easy to hear sometimes that a photo it could be done better, but I think it makes you a better person, or a better photographer at least.
Yeah. All right. So, what do you guys feel that this photographer does really well?
I think they do both. I think they're really good use of light, capturing emotion. Posing looks pretty good.
PJ
Action.
stuff, it's a stronger suit. I think PJ's a stronger suit.
Yeah,
PJ stuff is a stronger suit. Um,
pretty.
yeah.
But they can, they have a mastery of level of light. I just wish she was in the middle. Like you see how she's off the arch. She's not centered.
Oh yeah, yeah. From here. Oh yeah.
Like I think this, this image, if she just was a little bit over to the side, and again, this is controlled.
Maybe
If
not
we,
have her lean. Have her sit up straight, upright,
yeah,
Yeah.
this would have
instead of
been,
having her lean.
this because as humans we love symmetry. This is one of those photos that I feel like if I slice it in the middle, it looks a mirrored image.
Yeah.
And it's pretty cool because then it plays off of like you got mirrored left to right and top to bottom, right? So it's kind of like a cool effect. And
But
this is one of those
yeah, we see the reflection, we see the leading lines, we see the framing elements and the arches, but we could use a little bit more symmetry. What are you doing? Are you doing a crooked photo? You trying to be trendy?
What he's doing?
Yeah.
He's
So
doing
this is the middle, right? This is the middle of the arch, right? So she's way more on the other side. So yeah, that's a good catch. I personally would have never noticed that.
I
So
noticed that. Yeah.
yeah. So these are things like to me, like and it's also going back to the way I shoot, right? My style, like I normally don't use light as much anymore. So like when you're using light, you got to take the time, spend a little extra time, like Leo said, and kind of just fine tune these things. But also, you got to train yourself to see it because I personally didn't see it. So if I'm not trained to catch these things, I'm always gonna do this.
Yeah. And
Mm-hmm.
that's why you
Yep.
have friends to tell you, like, to point this stuff out for you. That's all.
Excuse me. And it really
Yeah.
comes down to just slowing down. Like
Hmm.
that's the most important tip is slow down. Don't allow all the other people around excuse me to make you
Are
rush.
you okay?
No.
What was
What I
that?
like about this person's work is that like you can tell like even their natural light stuff kind of looks like it was lit by him. Like it's just consistent, if that makes sense. Like some people do natural light and it looks completely different from
Like
their
like the first portfolio that we looked at, right?
from their
Yeah.
flash work. So like this one looks consistent across the board.
Yeah.
So you kind of know what you're gonna
I would
get.
crop this. I would crop this center her head.
Oh yeah, get rid of all that on the top.
No. From the top left, I would pull it in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Center that.
Hmm.
But then, like when I look at photos like this, it's now there's probably a second photo to this, but
Mhm.
like in terms of storytelling, right? It's a
Yeah.
bride. We can kind of figure out because we've photographed weddings what she's looking at. But is she looking at the groom? Is she looking at her dad? Is she looking?
Is she looking at her invoice?
Yeah, her. But I feel like always, what's what's the story, right? Because and From experience, just being part of a lot of critiques, that's the first thing when you like, what is she? It's emotional, it's impactful. Now I'm asking questions like, you know, what is she
Yeah.
looking at? Is it her dad? Is it her mom? Is it So if there's a second photo of this is where then I would include both of them together. So the viewer can
Yeah. There's what like photographers call layers, right? And that's one of the hardest things to do is like, so this is like a single layer. Like we have the bride here. We know she's emotional, but then you can try to add a second layer to it, which is like Leo was saying, like, and was it you, Ben? If you see like the dad or the groom, that's the second layer. Now, if you add even a third layer, which is like next level shit, that's when like your PJ stuff starts to evolve and like just really stand out. But this is an awesome moment, like regardless,
Yeah.
like it's so hard to capture the actual tear. Like I've been doing this for so long, and I can count in my hands how many times I've had a good tear like this.
uh,
So this is awesome. Yeah, this person's good at capturing
the
expression.
moment.
Yeah. So one last thing I want to say about this image here. So I don't like if you have a white shirt, it should look white, right? So sometimes you oversaturate the image, and to me, like I'm not sure if this is a blue shirt, but to me it looks like it should be white because she's I don't know her shirt is white.
Hey, can you
Yeah,
press
Maybe
W? Can
maybe
you
it's
press W?
like blue.
Press W and click on that shirt. Let's see what happens.
It might be blue.
yeah,
That's not the
yeah.
I think it's blue because look at her teeth, look at her
Okay,
dress.
Yeah, it looks like
yeah,
it is white balance already.
Yeah.
So go to the blue
okay.
slider. Go to the blue slider and desaturate.
That doesn't do anything because it will make it white, so we don't know.
Yeah,
But
it'll turn his tie. But I'm
I
just
think
saying,
it's
like,
a light blue shirt,
all
maybe.
right, that's fine. Because I see a lot of times like the shirts look blue because
Yep.
of the
My
saturation.
sometimes my white shirts turn blue when my mother-in-law
Yeah,
washes it.
and also like
Because you
Ooh.
never finish your laundry. If you want to go there,
but also like
Ooh.
this moment here like will also look good in black and white. Like this is
Oh,
awesome.
I love
Yeah.
that.
There
I
it
love,
is.
I love
Like
Very
if
that.
good.
you just a simple
Hey, do we
convert.
crop in? Do we crop in from the top or from the left?
but like this photo, cropping is a little weird. No.
It
Yeah, a
might have been
little.
cropped from something else, right?
Yeah. Well,
Yeah, I
they're
think
on the floor.
I
No, but I'm
know,
saying,
but
did they
crop.
crop it
No,
already?
I think we need to see more of her body.
Yeah, yeah,
Because
like
her head
torso.
on top of his chest. Yeah, it's a little weird proportionally.
Left hand on
Yeah.
the chest. Left
I
hand on
think
the
because
chest.
this photo is all about her face. It's her. So I think you
What
could even
about cropping, just keeping his smile, his laugh?
Yep. Groom, you could crop his head, like
Yeah, just
forehead,
leave
even.
his
Yep.
smile. Leave his
Yep.
Get
smile.
rid of him.
There,
What you gonna leave his nose?
yeah.
Hold on.
Try. Yeah, it's
Or
tough.
even up to his eyes. Keep it up to his eyes, and then like yep. Because I wish I could see more of her body.
Oh yeah, if it was a little bit lower, you see more of her torso.
Yep, her body because she's like about like a head, like a ball on his
Yeah,
chest.
I love that. I love that
Yeah.
crop. A little bit more of her torso.
Yeah, the crop is definitely better.
Yeah, this is a good
Yeah,
image.
but
I love that.
Great image.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So some minor tweaks here, and as what I look for too, the black and whites are consistent. They're all very contrasty, which is
79. Good sellable work.
yeah. So just keep it consistent. And I told Ben the next time I see him, I'm gonna rub his head like this.
You gonna show him the picture I AI to put some hair on my head?
But yeah, like and another thing, this photographer loves to shoot compressed, like very
Tight.
yeah, very tight, which I suffer from. I shoot wide a lot, and sometimes I see photographers like this one that shoot very compressed, and I'm like, maybe I should pick up my 135 again and my 7200.
Also, the
Um,
other thing is shooting from below eye level is very dangerous. Not everyone has the bone structure to support that
yeah,
well. So
yeah.
I pick and choose who I go
So
shoot below eye level with.
this quick little tweak here. But yeah, good stuff, good work.
Yeah.
And just definitely double down on your strengths. Like this person is really good at moments, capturing moments. So like
There
try
it
to make
is.
Even the framing of that last photo, like framing him in the tree, that's good. I don't know
Which
if
one was
that's
that?
intentional. The guy, the groom crying right there with the blue sky, framing him. Like the tree. Like
Hmm?
Inside the tree.
yeah, that looks really good.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
good stuff.
Yeah, good job.
Rock
All
on.
right,
High five.
should we move on? You guys have
The makers in the chat also.
Oh, is he? All
Yeah.
right.
I think
Do you know who it
we know.
is?
I know
I
who it
know.
is.
I think
I
we.
think we
I
all
think.
I don't
do,
know.
all right. You
except
guys ready for
Leo.
the next one? All
Whose
right.
work is this? Oh, I know whose work this is.
This is definitely not New Jersey.
What you talking about? This is the Appalachian Mountains.
Appalachian
South Mountain
mountain.
Reservation.
Mountain.
It's Watchung Mountains.
Garrett.
Garrett Mountain. It's Lake Minnewaska. I like the layering here.
Yeah. See, that's what I was referring to before about like layers. This
I'm
is a
not
good
even. I'm
example.
not even mad that the photo's crooked. It's fine. We
Yeah,
got grandma there.
sometimes. Yep, that's what it is.
Ooh, I like this. I like
Jump
this.
in.
I don't think I'm not even mad that it's blurry. I love it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean it adds to it. It's creating like emotion.
Motion and stuff. Yeah,
Yeah.
this is great. I would
Well,
like.
he's
That's
sharp,
tells a
no? He's
story.
sharp.
No, he's not. He's blurry
No,
too.
Not?
he's blurred out.
Wrangler commercial.
That's a great scenery right there.
Yeah, color. Look at that, like with the monotone, the color, and then all of a sudden you get that beautiful color.
Like
Yep.
bam, color. It looks like selective coloring.
Uh-uh.
No.
Detail.
I think I've been on this road before.
This
It
one?
looks fair. Yeah. Like if you go to like the flying cactus place in Vegas, the little
All of
place.
Arizona look like that. All
Right.
of
Or
Arizona.
Nevada.
Yeah,
That was it. That was
Nevada, yep.
So I can start. So if you go back to, or yeah, like so looking at these images, there's very impactful, images like when you first see them, right? Uh, so some great, you know, candid moments. You actually almost kind of separate them, right? The candid moments, and
yeah.
then like kind of what I would call like the epic. But like for example, like the like the Wrangler shot, right, with the Jeep and the couple looking straight at me. Um, you know, if like I went to a person's website and saw that, right, and then the next photo I saw, like, go back and look at some of the more epic photos, it will be a disconnect, right? Like see something like that, like you know, there's a disconnect there. Because even if you put it next to like some of the PJ, like so that photo seems like it's just kind of like thrown in there. Again, this is a photo that probably make the album. The couples loved it, they requested it, but it doesn't go with the rest of them, right? Even then, this looks like it's out. Like this doesn't belong. Like the editing on this image, the one of the couple looking at each other at the table,
It's
looks
completely different.
different than all the other photos. It's like this almost has like a I don't even know what, like a film, like right, like a green cast to it, maybe. I don't know, maybe it's my screen.
No,
Um,
it's different editing. Like
yeah,
it it looks like another photographer's portfolio, but the
yeah.
lighting is really good. And so like this photographer has a really good knowledge of lighting.
Yeah,
Um,
because if you look at like so the photography, like if you go back to the first couple ones, like the epic ones, like the one with the like Milky Way or like something like that, beautiful. It's about like, all right, this is a perfect example. Epic backdrop, right? Beautiful, crazy sky. Look at those mountains with snow, and then the one thing that I think would make it even more powerful. Is like I like how they're together, but they're still like the final emotion needs to connect. If like
Yeah, her
like
hand. It looks
Her
like
hand
she's
is a little
yeah,
too
her hand
much.
is so grasping onto his
for like dear life.
arm, and it's like they're smiling. It's almost like, oh my god, I'm gonna fall. Please hold on to me. But if it was a more of a softer reaction, kind of like maybe both of them tilt their faces towards me, it's just I think if I love it. I think it's a great photo. It's just that it's missing that last component, like that really emotional component
Yeah, I
to it.
agree.
Beautiful. Like again, beautiful use of the lighting, the background, everything's kind of great balance. The story, right? There's a story here. You could tell what location's at, kind of, but then and then try to compare that to the last two photos that we saw. It feels like it's a totally different photographer,
Yeah,
right? Like the Jeep Wrangler photo and the one at the table.
go with
But then,
this
you
one looks
know,
like long.
This one.
I think we hit. I think they hit the Wrangler with some lights too. I think. 'Cause
Yeah,
I see
it's
the
OCF.
shadow.
Yeah,
Yep.
Yeah, there's OCF
then
on
if
this.
like,
On
and
this.
then the Galaxy one, that photo is
I
consistent.
think
That's consistent with the one on
with
the one that we just saw.
with
And
all
then
these like epic locations, right? Like they're
yeah,
all
these locations are beautiful. But then you know, um, like the editing on this one is different than the
yes,
editing. Like there's
yes,
a disconnect in the edit, and
yes.
I don't know. It's like the color
The warmth,
temperature.
the warmth. Yep, the warmth. Yep.
Color temperature is off in a lot of these. And again, I don't know. Like I said, I'm looking at this as if this was on your website, or you're showing this to a client that's possibly going to book, not the client that already booked you. This is a client that's going to, you're putting this on your Instagram, you're putting this on your TikTok, you're putting it on Facebook, wherever you're putting it on. It looks like it's, is it a studio? Is this a studio and you have these different photographers that photograph, and edit certain style? The main thing is the consistency of the edit, and then kind of like what to include, what not to include.
I could tell you
and
this is a
I don't
solo
know.
shooter. I could tell you it's a solo shooter. It's not a studio.
Okay, so but at the end of the day, I think like I said, beautiful photos, beautiful, nothing wrong with it, but it's just where do you want to go? Like, what type of client do you want to like? The client the client from like the Wrangler, you know, is a totally different client that's going to buy the one with the epic photo,
Yep.
right? Like that epic photo is going to probably get you to the client that you want, and then maybe they'll want like a Wrangler photo, but that Wrangler photo you don't show anybody except a couple.
And I also would have liked the stripe to go between them instead of the guy
Yeah.
running on the stripe. I would have had him in his own lane as well.
okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
That's cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree with that.
That
Yeah.
will
I
drive us.
So this
Yeah,
one,
all
Which
of
one?
us.
the one, this one, this one.
on the mountain.
There's like wind blown that looks good, and there's wind blown that like
Looks like she farted. Looks like she farted.
No, I wouldn't say that. But I would say I probably would have called this one out. Like if the
Yeah.
dress is maybe blowing in one direction, it's just kind of like lifting up by accident. Like it looks very accidental. I would have called it. So there's wind blown that can look.
Are you gonna AI it?
It's not pretty. Yep,
Let's
it's
see what
not pretty.
happens. Let's see what happens.
Give it a
And, the
big
thing is,
win.
and if these photos are going on your website,
Ah,
you
not
want it
bad.
to make it look as
Not what they
yeah, there you go.
Yep.
Because nothing else in this photo shows wind except that dress. Like
Yeah.
the hair is not up. The hair seems like it's not moving.
It's a little wind blown in the back, but it's not like a nice wind blown look. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
the top of her head is lifting a little bit, but it looked.
I will tell you because I know the maker. I know whose portfolio this is, and I know that they're targeting clients who are looking for adventure, people who enjoy the outdoors, people who want those epic kind of landscapey type of portraits. So with that, now that you guys know that information, right? How do you think that portfolio fits into that vision?
I would still remove that Wrangler photo because now if he created an epic photo with the Wrangler,
Like
right?
you put the Wrangler in this, And this image here, where you might have been on top of the Wrangler,
Like a fucking
Yeah.
Wrangler ad.
yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I definitely get. So by looking at these images, I know this, like what you just said is dead on. Like I know that they're targeting an adventure elopement style of weddings,
Hmm.
and they're showing it. They're showing it, and I think they just need to refine the selection of images a little better. Like for instance, like this image here, this looks like it was taken in New Jersey, right? Like this type of
Could be
style that,
anywhere.
yeah, that we always shoot. And what we don't have in New Jersey is this shit here.
Mm-hmm.
Like this
But you know what? I
is,
don't mind having seeing a variety of
oh,
pictures in
yeah,
the
that even
portfolio to show the depth and breadth of what you do. Because like sometimes when you shoot in these Jersey ballrooms, they all look the same. You know. So I like seeing like grandma crying here. I think this is grandma anyway, right? But like, look at that. That's great. The kids like hiding their
yeah,
eyes and whatnot.
These,
Like
like I
I
said,
like seeing the
these are
variety.
great. These
yeah. These
these
PJ
these
images
candidates.
are top notch.
Yeah, PJ is like that right there with the kids, the three kids in the background, and even the efficient, like the fist. Right? Is that the fist or no? That's him just holding. But like, there's so much going on here. Beautiful photo.
Yeah. So this is
Hmm.
awesome. This over here with the auntie up
Yeah,
getting
I've seen
Oh,
I've
down.
seen
that's
this I've
great.
seen this I've seen this photo before.
That's
She's
so
So funny.
cute.
definitely gonna have to recover. But the next day was a bad recovery for this person.
yeah.
But yeah, I
Well,
mean, like Leo was
so
saying, like
this person's work is great. It's just I think like Rose said, the selection of photos, being able to select, and then just the consistency of the editing, I guess, of just kind of like, look, if you're putting photos together in a website, they should kind of have some similarity. Of course, light changes throughout the day and color changes, but there should be a consistency.
so like these images here, like they all look the same. Like they all
Well,
have the
yeah,
same thing, the same good lighting. You can tell it was from the same person. And
but
like
then you go
I'm
to
big on being versatile. Like it's okay. Like even though we've been saying that you need to niche down, you should also show your range here and there. So I'm okay with including like the PJ images mixed in with like some of this like epic stuff. That's great. It's just what Leo said, like with the Wrangler shot. This is a image, like it's a solid image. The couple will love it, but it doesn't fit with the epicness of
Yeah.
these images here,
Yeah.
which is something that
Eh,
we just have to refine it. Like you just have to subtraction by addition by subtraction.
Right.
You eliminate some stuff.
it goes back to what I said. You're as good as the weakest image on your portfolio,
Yeah.
Well,
right?
maybe he
So,
just threw it in there just to show, hey, listen, this is my
well,
my weakest.
yeah,
I
yeah,
don't think he
but I
necessarily
mean, like,
shares.
yeah.
So
So at the end of, but if this is something that they're thinking of putting out in their website, just think of that. Like, look at the consistency of the work,
Turn this to
and
black and white. Well, how's that look?
I know. So that's exactly why I pulled this one up, because you have so many different white. You're battling different white balances here. A simple black and white conversion
yeah,
just makes this stronger. Like it's more of a storytelling moment.
Yeah,
And before, like my eyes were just going on the blue here,
yeah.
on the orange here, and now I want some freaking French fries. But that's besides the point.
You
Like
make it black, make it black and white, but the French fry containers make them red.
No.
what's the color?
but yeah,
Um,
like this
But
photographer.
but also you don't want to be a one trick pony either, right? Like I know this photographer does a lot of great work with these epic portraits and stuff, but you don't want to be a one trick pony. I mean, there's a lot of photographers in our marketplace. I do feel like they are a one trick pony. They do the same dipping shot in front of a gazebo or the same dipping shot in front of a fountain. Like and with all the different gels of the walls in the background. Like everyone's doing that, and you become.
Yeah.
Couples want to
And
see the depth and breadth of what you can do.
yeah,
I
and the one thing I say is, look, if whatever we're saying is working well for you and you're booking and you're successful and there's no issue with inquiries, then continue doing what you're doing, right? Don't listen to us. But if you see that things are not working so well, or maybe you're not happy with the numbers that you get, you know it's one of those things where like, okay, maybe I have to make some changes, right? Because and sometimes that's hard to hear, but we all go through it. We all have to kind of look at our work and be like, okay, what can I change, or what should I change? And the good thing is we have this great community that we can all get together and help each other and support each other. And I think this is one of the main reasons we all wanted to do this, is to be able to show you guys like that there is help. We're here willing to help. There's many other people like that, but you're gonna have to want the help. You're gonna want to have the critique. And thank you for was it 5 people that submitted their photos for critique?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah.
So
5 people.
hopefully, this opens up for more people to feel comfortable and submit them. So that we can all grow together and help each other out.
All right.
I will want to add, if you don't want to put yourself in the public, just send us your images and we'll do it privately if you want. Like
I mean, this is still private. This is still private.
Yeah.
We don't know who this. I mean,
Yeah,
we
it's
know who it
private.
is. But
Clients, there's no clients here. There's no egos. There's no, I'm better than you or you're better than me. It's just kind of, just raw critique.
But Leandro, he's a little better than us. You see those awards behind him over his left shoulder? He made sure to keep those over there, his awards over his left shoulder.
What I do want to finish this portfolio with, like, this person included a detail or a venue image. Like, how do you guys feel about like people adding like detailed shots of their portfolio or shots of like a venue in their portfolio? I personally don't mind as long as it's just a handful, because it kind of like establishes a little, I guess, some street credit that you've worked in these type of venues before. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I personally don't include them, but I don't mind when people do. So
Yeah.
how do you guys feel about that?
Yeah, I think it has a place, right? It has a place if you're showing the collection of photos where, like, 1 or 2, I think it tells a story. It tells things better. I think, I don't personally blog, but like I think blogs, it's a great way to showcase those photos. I wouldn't necessarily, me personally, put them on my website. Because the way I look at it is I'll show whatever I want to photograph, and that's what kind of the client I attract.
Yeah.
I raise my hand.
Awesome.
And there's people who love photographing details, so they
Yeah.
put that, and that's what they want to attract. So I would definitely do that if you want to be like, okay, I'm a detail heavy person, or you want to work with couples who are
Planners.
spending a lot on decor or planners. Yeah.
Are you guys watching the chat, by the way? I'm reading the chat.
No, I haven't.
Yeah.
I tried to click on it and it started playing, and it started making like all kinds of noises here, so I shut it off.
It's all good. But let me provide a counterpoint, Leo. So I blogged. I had a lot of espresso last week. I blogged 10 pieces of client work, and I got 2 inquiries this past weekend. Okay, so you can't, But that being said, I take all the portraits. I show the portraits, but I also show a lot of the details.
Hey guys,
too.
I'm gonna have to step out.
Yeah, go ahead.
Cut it short. My kids, I don't know. My one kid is
Going
crying,
crazy.
should be sleeping.
All right. I'll talk. I'll talk for a little bit. Don't worry about it. We'll
Okay.
Yeah, don't worry about it. So
yeah,
I'll provide.
let me-
Yeah, don't worry about it.
Wait, it's not
You're
showing my
good.
screen.
You probably
One-
hear
one
it in
of-
the background.
Yeah, we do. It's all good. You can leave it empty. I won't even show your. You know what? I'll kick you out. Hold on. Let me see here.
Or you know what? Just you mute me, and I'll be back.
All right. Sure.
Just mute
I don't
me.
know. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know how to
Just
mute.
kick
I don't know how to mute him, but
No,
it's okay.
he's gotta mute himself. Just kick him out. Kick him out.
No, it's okay. It's okay. No. But I want to provide a counterpoint.
Yeah,
right?
Leo, you gotta mute it on your screen.
Oh,
Your side.
I don't know how
At
to.
the bottom.
It's okay, Boomer.
At the
It's
bottom,
okay.
next to your little screen, there's a mute button.
Light, dark.
It's all right, bro.
No, on top
mute.
of that. Mute.
All
There we
right,
go.
we're good. All right, so
All right. Let me provide the counter.
This segment is. Oh, I thought we're just gonna stare at his awards in the back, but
Oh, all right. Yeah, stare at his awards. So my counterpoint to that is I do shoot for my vendor partners, my creative partners for the day. I know there's a lot of photographers out there, especially PJ photographers that I've spoken to. They hate details. They hate the flat lays. They hate doing all these shots. But it's also reflected in their referral network. These people, they're on some lists, but not as many as they would like. And a lot of the reason is because they're not shooting for their vendor partners. Yes, you should be shooting for the clients, but you should also be shooting for your business. It takes 2 seconds to take an extra detail photo. You're already there. You know what I mean? Like for cocktail details, it takes me all of 5 minutes. I'm shooting the food. I'm shooting the cheese cubes. I'm shooting the escort cards. I'm shooting the centerpieces, the tablescapes, all that stuff takes me 10, 15 minutes. And that's it. And then the planners are happy, the venue's happy, you're showing off their space, you're making them look good. And this is what I'm talking about. Like today, it's a portfolio review, but it's also about how you leverage your portfolio for your business. You know what I mean? You take great pictures of portraits, like pretty pictures of the couple, and if the couple's all made up, they're dressed nice and everything, of course you're going to create some beautiful pictures on the grounds. But like what the venue's looking for, what the planner's looking for is stuff that makes them look good, helps them sell their services and what they're good at. So take the extra 5 minutes, take those photos. And you know why you have these hair and makeup people taking all these TikTok videos and bringing their cameras to work? It's because photographers are not giving them these pictures. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So if you take these pictures for them, hey, listen, I'm going to give you all these pictures. Don't have to worry about it. I'll tag you in all the pictures too. You're going to save yourself a lot of headaches, a couple minutes every morning, every weekend morning when you're shooting prep. Flowers, all that stuff. All right. I mean, what do you guys thoughts about shooting details?
We always do, but I'm not putting it on my website.
So like, there's some times where like, and I feel like Instagram clouds my mind about this because I see like some people in their stories and their cool little collages, they're including the details to kind of like in more of a B-roll, like it kind of tells more of a setting and the aesthetic of the wedding. So sometimes I feel like I should be including it, but we normally don't. Like I mean, we're still doing it. We're still taking little flat lays when we get there. We're taking pictures of the dress, but we're not spending an hour on this type of stuff.
Are you bringing ribbons and stamps?
No, it's just whatever I could find on site. And if I do have a flat lay, and I try to not bring myself to bring one for a long time, but it's just easier. Sometimes we spend more time looking for a good place to put it that has good light, and with a flat lay, you're saving that time. So it's more of a convenience for us more than anything. But we do it, and the couples add it. They usually put it in the album, so it doesn't.
It's an extra spread right there. That's an extra spread right there. Do you guys, where do you guys get your flat lay mats?
What's the website?
I use Chasing Stone. I used to have one from Amazon, but I got one from Chasing Stone. So we don't have an affiliate link. We don't have an affiliate link. We don't have a Focus AF affiliate link, right? But go ahead and get it. Let them know that Jen and Ro and Ben and Kara sent you. All right. So Abby in the chat says, just to distinguish it a little bit further, the question is more if you're showing on your portfolio or not. There are many who shoot it but don't show. I don't show. So for room shots, all right. So for blogging, I do show the room shots because I don't blog necessarily to show off how amazing my work is. I blog to serve the people who are reading the blogs. And a lot of times the people who are reading those blogs, they might still be shopping around for venues. Okay? So if they're shopping around for venues, they're wondering what their space might look like for the ceremony or for cocktail or for reception. So when I'm showing the room shots, I'm showing those things. It's more geared for that. It's not to show off, hey, I take great room shots. It's more like, this is what your room might look like. This is what your ceremony might look like. As far as detail, like the rings, dress shoes, flower stationery, and that stuff is concerned, it's filler. It's like B-roll for me. So it's nice. Instead of just seeing faces for every picture, it's B-roll for me. But what I found that is when you're doing IPS, those are usually the first shots that go. At least for my clients, it is. If they need to start cutting images, those are the first shots that go because they rather see faces than things. At least that's been our experience.
Yeah, it depends on your clientele too, because we know amazing photographers that they set the expectation and the standard that you're going to get an amazing flat lay, and they are targeting a client who absolutely wants that and will make sure they have all these incredible pieces of details to give their photographer to photograph because that's important to them.
Or they'll bring it.
Or they'll bring it. Our clients don't really care so much. And I
Right.
don't want to speak to Leo because he stepped out, but I know for a fact Leo does not do like the hanging dress shot or like any details. He'd rather do it in a storytelling way, like them putting on the dress or the bride in the dress, or if it's jewelry, it's just
Putting it on.
them putting it on
Yeah.
and not spending the time on the little things. And I'm trying to start doing more of a Leo approach because I hate doing the dress shot. I hate especially if the scene is not good, and 9 times out of 10, like I'm speaking specifically about our couples. They don't care. It never goes in the album. Maybe a handful of 40 a year will
So is a bridesmaid.
include the dress shot. I think it's more flattering when a dress is on the body.
Yeah, dress
Yep.
shot.
Like,
looks
Sometimes
horrible.
it looks just like a giant white curtain, you know? So
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
or it's backlit and you can see the chicken cutlets on the breast portion
Yep.
of the dress.
yeah, you can see the
So
chicken.
that's
Like
why I
I,
also don't show. Yeah, that's why I don't show those things because I don't want to set the expectation that like I'm always going to give an incredible dress shot or an incredible flat lay picture because sometimes the circumstances don't allow for it, and we're not the flat lay type of people. So like
right.
I'm not showing any of it, but I will take it and deliver it. And to your point, like give those necessary photos to the vendors that we're working with
Right.
throughout the day.
I had this beautiful train this past weekend, but the thing is, the only way you can shoot it is shoot it from the back. But it was a low cut backless dress, so you can see the cutlets too. I'm like, all right, I can see the train, but I can also see the cutlets. Like, what the hell do you do with this shot? I can't win. So, all right, how many more portfolios we got to go? Because we've been shooting, we've been recording for 2 hours. All right, let's go. Let's
Yeah.
get it done. Let's get it done. Last one. All right, that's it.
Oh.
Last one. Last one. Last
Cassie,
one.
bedtime.
Last one. I got it. 8 o'clock. I got to be in Central Park tomorrow. 8 o'clock.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I know who this is.
I love that. Oh, I love that too.
I know who this is.
Oh, I
Ooh.
love that too.
Okay. Okay. Ooh, I like this. All right. The pirate leg. There it is.
Hey.
Hey, watch your hands. Watch your hands, ma'am. I like this moment. That was good. Oh, look! I like the symmetry here. So my work is very composition forward. So like when I see things like that, it makes my heart happy.
So, I want to go back to one quick thing that I'm noticing here. So please try to have diversity in your portfolios if you can. I can't stress this enough. I know for some people, it's hard for them to break out of their own market, but it's always good to have diversity in your portfolio. And what I'm seeing here, this is a lot of diversity, which is amazing. This is awesome.
Cute. Oh,
I love the edits.
love it. Oop.
That was almost a wardrobe malfunction there.
Almost a Super Bowl halftime moment here. Yeah. So
Grid view?
yeah, then we go back to grid view. We could like discuss this person's work.
This person's seasoned.
Yeah,
Seasoned.
good stuff.
You can tell. You can tell. Just looking at the portfolio.
They definitely have a style and a approach that they're going for. It's very dramatic, very editorial.
Great control of light. OCF. Great control of OCF, I feel like, as well.
There's a couple of images here that I feel could
Be elevated.
be elevated or removed so that the rest of the images flow better. An example would be this one here. Even though it's an awesome image, the editing is a little bit
More
Different.
a brighter
yeah.
area.
Like here is nice and warm, and then even here, like you got daylight, it's a little warm, and then you have this is very similar to this one. I guess like a high key style, which is good, but to me it doesn't fit in with the rest. But I get it. Like sometimes you gotta include
Show
some
variety.
stuff.
You got to show
Yeah.
variety. Yeah.
Yeah, this image is awesome. This
Well, I wish that couch wasn't in the way.
Yeah,
all right, let's see.
cutting off most of it.
Let's
No, you can't crop that out. You're gonna see if you're gonna take it out. That's a little. Well, you know what? I mean, no, you're gonna
Imagine.
remove the chair. Remove the desk too. Yeah, there it is. All right. Let's see what happens.
Oh my god.
It's like
Sometimes it
a
works,
roll of the dice. What do we get? Oh,
oh,
Okay.
the it looks like shit, but like it actually did a good job. Congrats.
Not
Nice.
bad.
You could tell the carpet was all. Oh, that's even better. Yeah.
I don't mind. I'm not angry. I like that
Right?
better.
Oh yeah.
So just simple
Okay.
things. Like I know sometimes we're like we can't touch things, we can't move it.
Rolando, you just burned a bottle of water. You just wasted a bottle of water for that shit.
So
What's wrong with you?
Like, just like I said, what I've
You
been saying,
doing your selfies with hair.
Imagine
You are the one. You're the worst.
what I've been,
He is.
What
Him
I've been-
and Ro. Sorry, babe.
Yep, so bad, so bad.
you guys gonna get off of this live or not? Like, so what I've been saying is like, if these are your portfolio images, spend the extra time getting rid of
Clean
the
it up.
distraction.
Clean it up. Yep. Just clean it up a little
If
bit.
you're gonna have this on your website, just spend. It took me like 30 seconds to do this little thing here.
Yeah.
I'm not saying you could send it out, get it retouched, or just next time, just be mindful of the couch and try to move it. But if you're gonna do that, just spend a little time. This is an awesome image, good lighting.
I like it.
Maybe have the bride just bend the leg a little bit to get more shape. But yeah, good stuff.
She's popping her right leg. She's popping her right leg, and also bring the left elbow back. I want to see more arm. You're doing a little foreshortening here. So, Ben, yeah.
I know there's one image that Ben wanted to touch bases on.
This one, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
there's two things going on, right? So one is the pirate leg. Not a fan. What I normally do is, if you don't know what to do with the legs, I usually have them cross it at the ankles and have the toe touching the ground. Because sometimes if you have it at this angle, right? And I think Leo was talking about this image earlier. Instead of making a right angle here, make it an obtuse angle. But I think that might make it look a little too effeminate, right? So if that's the case, then you just cross the ankles, have the maybe the right foot cross,
stand straight,
or stand straight or whatever.
And she's broad to us, and he's not. So
Yeah, so she needs to be broad as well. I mean, she needs to turn her body towards him a little bit.
Yeah.
He should have been broad, and she should have been
Correct.
more.
Yep.
Correct. Correct. But I mean, also her left arm is a little too straight as well. So I know she's trying to get the connection between the two of them, but the little trick that I do for the brides, I have them cross their ankles, and that gives me more curves. But she's still too broad. Her shoulders are too broad. So I never have the shoulders at the same distance towards the camera. Usually one is closer than the other. And that usually helps me take care of that problem.
The other thing I want to point out is like her hair is blue. And he looks a little... he looks a little...
How did you notice that? Like, I don't even see that.
And he looks a little he looks a little purple because of the white balance.
Oh, okay.
So just to show you, so here, what was the letter to get the eyebrow?
W.
All right, so look, you see.
Do you even edit, bro?
Look, you see that? You see the blue?
Yeah.
So I'm pretty sure her hair's not blue, and it's just the daylight. There's a couple of white balances going on.
Hit his collar, and that'll take care of it. I think hit his collar. His collar's a little blue, so hit his collar.
Oh, that's too warm.
Oh, hit her dress. Hit her veil. Hit her veil. Hit her veil. Yeah,
Oh,
a little
yeah.
better.
The veil. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, 18%. 18. Oh, Leandro's back. Or hit 18% gray is the sidewalk, the curb underneath the wood. That's 18. That should be 18% gray. That's a trick that I learned. If you're ever looking for 18% gray, look for the mortar between the bricks or sidewalk. That's usually 18% gray.
But yeah, just be mindful of the consistency with the white balance and your style. And this is a great image regardless, but just a couple of things that we mentioned, and this could have elevated the image to another tier. It's awesome. Let's see what else we have.
By the way, it's 12. It's 12-7 Spurs.
Okay,
It just
started. So this
a long way to go.
This photographer is amazing job at exposing for darker skin tones. We book weddings just based on this because we show dark skinned couples in our website.
Yep.
And it's true. I don't understand. Like when I first started in the industry, I would be like, I don't understand how people could like not expose dark skins properly, but it happens.
Yeah, I
People
want to tell you
will.
something else. I want to tell you
Yeah.
something else. This photographer cloned herself out because this is a mirror behind the bride. So where the position of the photographer was shooting this, she cloned herself out.
Oh, that's fine. I mean, she took the work, but like, so this photographer could have cloned this out too. Just to,
That's true
let's
too.
Crop it out.
yeah,
Crop it, crop it. Yep, crop it. Get the couch
let's,
out.
let's polish let's polish
Yep,
this image up a little better. Like
yep,
Isolate
you're
it a little more. Yep.
yep.
you're like 95% there. To go the extra 5%, and
Yeah,
then
that's
Hey,
good.
clone that shit out too. On the right, just clone that shit out. Yeah, that little thing. Yep, there it is.
Yep.
Take care of that.
And that
Boom.
and that
Done.
little
And
chandelier,
the
all that good
chandelier
stuff
on the
cleaned up.
top.
Yep, yep, yep.
Man, my fellow OCD people are up here in this place right now. I love it. I thought we were the only ones.
no, I do the same for my
So
gallery. Yeah.
something that I'll add to this, like I as much as I can, I try not to show the light source. So in
Same.
this case, the window. So I would move my angle where maybe I'm straight on with her, or like I crop
Side, right?
that window.
From this
'Cause
side.
she has some beautiful light coming on her face is so nice that I would just like.
Crop it in the other direction. Like.
I
No,
think
just
I
moving your
Yeah,
angle.
moving yourself.
Yeah,
Okay.
just enough that you're still on the shadow side,
Yeah.
but you're getting less of
The
like the
window.
window.
the
Yeah, 'cause
window.
this is
Yeah.
blown out. Yeah, it is. I'm guilty of this to this day. I still
Yeah.
do like these type of things, and
But you know
like I
what?
said,
I don't disagree with completely with the camera position of the photographer. Only because if this photographer's moved to the left a little bit too much, the head would end up in the tan area instead of the dark area. The reason why the short side lighting works on the face is because her face is in the dark side, in the shade
Vertical
side.
vertical crop will work.
Let's see.
on
Let's see what
this
the vertical
photo.
crop looks
Yep,
like.
vertical crop will work much
Yep, there it
better.
is.
Oh my
Yep.
gosh. Yep,
Mm-hmm.
much better.
Mhm.
Yep.
Boom.
And
Yeah.
then her, if the bride's foot is not so much like pointed towards the camera, like it looks like she's about to kick something. Do you see what I'm saying? Her leg
Yeah.
could have gone, yep, towards her a little bit more. But
Mm-hmm.
see, and if you're crazy like me, you can go the extra mile and get rid of this color hue here as well. But like I said, we're splitting hairs now. But like just making some changes. Like this photographer is good. Like they know the style of client they want. They have a style
Looks
of
good.
lighting that they like. This is good stuff. Just
Yep.
get it.
Abi says that he's got to run now. Thank you for everything that you guys do, and don't forget to vote tomorrow. So now that Abi's out of here, let's talk more about him.
What's tomorrow?
Election day, I guess.
Tomorrow's election day? Oh,
Some kind of
local.
election's happening. Probably a local election, probably.
Local election, town.
Oh.
I have
Anyway,
no idea.
Oh. Sorry.
See,
Okay.
I still think they could get the same exact pose without getting all that. Like, just focus on like if they literally tell her to slide like move over where
They can if they move the bride all the way to
they
the
bride
right.
the bride.
Yeah, and then angle themselves back so
Yeah.
that she's still behind this like
When
dresser.
nothing's in her like head, it'll be just the back, the reflection of the wall, and then the photographer would be hidden, where
with the body
behind-
is
Yeah, the body is. It would clear out the whole entire background.
not a bad shot though.
No,
Yeah.
Yeah,
definitely.
vertical. Keep it vertical. Yep, so much better.
I wonder how that would look even wider. Can you go back to that high key? You're shooting also below eye level as well.
Yeah,
I guess
and
it's the
then
only way you can shoot it.
a little blown out, and they're not bellies are not touching, huh? They
The
should
bellies are
stand
not
closer.
touching?
Yeah, they should stand closer. There's a gap.
His
right
jacket
there.
is open.
Yeah, his jacket is open. That's the other thing too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
but
also,
they
I
are,
would-
like, spread away from each other.
What are you?
Yeah,
What are you?
they're
What are your?
very
What are your
thick.
feelings on like his calluses on his hands and stuff like that? You guys do any skin retouching like that?
No.
No.
If it makes the album,
Yeah.
or you know what, it depends. If like stuff like that, if it's something that's like unique to them, I always
Right.
I use the engagement session. Like I actually try to do this in the engagement session. Like any scarring, anything like that. I try to get a feel for it if it's something that bothers them. And then if it comes down to like, the album, the wedding, I would be like, hey, would you want us to retouch this? And a lot of times with something like this, I think they're okay with. But, I've also happened to me where I asked about a retouching of a facial scar. I went ahead and did something. And then the request was like, hey, can you do it to all the photos?
Oh
Like,
shit! You open a can of worms. You open a can of worms. So
So,
my
like,
my
for us-
personal
Yeah, go ahead.
my personal feedback on this pose. I do this pose as well. Usually have their bellies touching. Jacket would be closed, belly would be touching, and then she would be leaning back just a little bit.
Yep.
They're creating a triangle. They're standing away from each other. Yep. And
Yeah.
that-
So the belly should be
background-
touching.
I don't know what the background is. It's very blown out.
It's supposed to be. This is the look.
Yeah, it's
No,
probably
but
like
her
a window.
Hey,
Her-
Ro, can you turn this black and white and then turn it down, like the exposure down?
You're gonna bring the highlights down. No highlights because her left fingers are almost disappearing into this, and
Oh,
her
see,
dress
there's a
on the right.
Yeah.
Yep.
There's
And then her
some-
dress. Yeah, and then her dress on the right is completely gone. That's
And then her chin, the chin, there's it's not smooth. Looks like there's a little.
I think they erased all the lines.
There must have been some kind of cloning thing
Yep.
happening there.
Yep.
Oh yeah. Oh no, they probably highlight the couple and then just overexpose the background like on Lightroom or something like that.
Liquify
Like
could
that.
help you out with that. Liquify could help you with that.
Anyway, little blown out.
Well, maybe that's the look of it. It's supposed to look like
Yeah.
that.
No, but you
the chin,
lost the detail of her dress on the back. That's not a look.
yeah. But anyway, the chin should be smoother.
Yeah, it would be stronger, like Kara said, to make sure you keep all the details.
Yeah, and then
Yeah, and
kinda like-
Griselle said no booty now. We got to show off that booty.
Oh yeah.
oh, like if you look at it from here, like
Can you crop it a little bit?
like she's
I mean,
And
you still need-
can we AI some booty in there?
You can. There's no pixel there.
No, we're gonna generate some booty over there. You know what I mean?
You cannot.
be mindful when you create these type of like contrasty high key images. Is try to keep. I know it's hard though because in order to get this type of look, you kind of have to expose a little high, but yeah, if you underexpose, cameras today will allow you to do these type of images a little better.
Yep. Underexposing and then
Fix it up. Do it in post. Do it in
You
post.
can post. Yep.
Well, we're also getting the JPEG, so it's all good. All right. Anyway, I love the composition on this one. I'm like, this stuff makes me
On this
happy.
one?
This
No,
This
the
one-
other one, the previous one. Yeah, this one.
Yeah.
this
I got
one-
I got no commentary on this one.
The only thing I would do is just burn the stairs here a little bit.
Yep.
Just to
Maybe
kinda
bring press M,
high.
and then bring and then pull down a burn gradient or something. Yep, pull down. Yep.
And
Exposure.
just
There
a
it
little
is.
bit, not
Oh,
too
yeah.
much,
I
but
like
just
that.
a little bit more so that our eyes will go to the couple
Mhm.
because there's a lot of symmetry, there's a lot of cool stuff going on here, and
Yep.
our eyes go straight to the stairs up
The
here.
bright
'cause
part.
light-
Yep. Mhm.
Yeah,
You're right.
So
just a quick
I
fix.
like the photo, but there, like for me, looking at this, I because this is one of those photos that your eye just keeps on swirl. I just if they would I would just crop out whatever that statue is on the bottom, either
Oh.
crop it out. It's for me like my eye goes to them, but then I want to know what's that underneath.
It's
You
a
know what I
fossil,
mean?
dude. It's a fossil.
So like crop it now it's thin. Like see, crop it, try to.
The
I don't
fossil's
want to
got a
crop too
booty.
much because it gets rid
Yeah.
of this nice curve.
Yeah.
You don't want to move like see that.
Yeah.
That's
AI it out,
Probably
man.
AI it out.
Yeah,
AI it out.
Forget
This
about
segment
photoshopping it out. Just AI it out. Yeah, it
This
is.
segment brought
But
to you by
only thing I would
Adobe.
do, I would like to see the groom's face a little bit like structure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's
chin up.
Yep, he's
Like-
completely
like, look
top
at the
of his
same
head.
way. Yep.
Guys, you know this
And
is the most.
I'm gonna and I'm gonna say
Ooh.
something, and I'm gonna say something
Yeah,
also.
yeah.
This is something to be aware of during the wedding day. Is if you look at the groom's hairline, like his head, right?
Yeah.
This is something that men are very self conscious of. So be very aware if that you might think this photo is a beautiful photo, but then the groom might not like it and
Yep.
have so you have to see how can I still make the groom happy. Is one way is, again, like Kara said, lifting his head. Even if it feels awkward, you're still gonna move it back and maybe
Yep.
not
Yep.
see it so front on.
Yep.
Yeah,
Another,
right now it looks like a bowling ball, so
Yeah.
Right. Yep.
Like
loosen it up a little bit.
another way to elevate it, and this is tough. It's always been tough for me to do these type of poses, but having the couples like sitting, like laying on these stairs here,
That's if
with
you
the
get a
light.
couple that'll do it for you. Not every
Right,
couple will
right,
do it for
right.
you.
I that's what I was kind of trying to say. Like, if they're daring and they're willing to do it, and if they're able to like lay back here, you kind of see their faces, and you have this beautiful light coming in. Like, then you'll kind of create an even more dynamic pose here because the location is awesome.
I'll tell you what I would do in this space. You want to hear what I would do in this space? You see that landing where he's standing? That
Yeah.
landing, right? I would put them in there first. And then I would have her lean all the way back, and then with her chin up towards the camera. And this would also give me an opportunity to spread her dress out, her train down the stairs a little bit, because I would love to see a little bit more of her train. And then I would have him kiss her neck, so that way I can see his profile. That way I can
Would
see a little bit more of his face.
Would you be shooting that from this same angle as well?
No, I would scoot over to my right just a little bit more.
Okay,
I
so
would
from
scoot over
here-
to my right. Yeah, I would scoot over to my right just a little bit more, just to get a little bit more symmetry, get more circular. I mean, this is not bad anyway, but I would also lift it up a little higher, so that way I don't see the double doors that's right behind them. And I'll have the
Yes.
stairs covering. I would have the stairs
You
covering
could
the
do
double
a
doors.
lot of fun stuff. You could do like 2 shots where the groom is coming up on the higher level and the bride's
Oh
down
my
there.
God, yes.
So much shot. Oh my gosh.
and you
But
could
you're-
do something like where the bride, even just like say, the bride or is coming down from the top
Oh
Yep.
left
yes.
corner,
Mhm.
and you just
High
put her
level
hand,
shot.
so it's
Yep.
like the detail shot. It's like
Yes.
the
Yes.
hand with the ring, and and then him, somewhere below or.
Yep.
Anytime
Yep.
I see stairs, I'm thinking train. What can I do with the train on these stairs?
Yeah.
If there's a
Train,
train.
separate. You could
Well, this
separate
looks
them.
like-
So many stuff.
This kind of looks like an engagement session. So I mean, but I get what you're saying. You're just throwing out like possibilities
Yeah.
for the location.
Let's keep going, guys. We're almost at 3 hours. This is gonna be a long ass live. Longest live to date. Her window portrait. That window portrait, posing wise, you're shooting her too broad. I would close up the body. Either turn to the left or turn to the right. The way that I prefer to shoot. What happened? Turn the
I
body
say it
away from
seems
the
like
light.
it's like she's waiting for the photographer to the maker to tell her what to do. She's kind of like, what do I do here?
Yeah. I think maybe turn the body towards the light. I think that would work. That would be all right.
Yeah, if
Composition's
you
fine
angle-
too.
If you
Or I would
it-
angle her body away from the light and then her chin back into the light.
Let's do
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
either or. What
Either or.
is-
Either or.
Because her hand is very awkward. On
Which
that
one?
windowsill- On the
The window-
windowsill. Yeah,
Yeah.
I would have her turn her hip. Her left hand is fine. She can keep it there, angle it a little bit more, so I see the thinner part of the arm of the hand, so I don't see like the top of her hand, and then put her hand like on the hip, or kind of like hold on to her train or something. Give her something to do with her hand.
I would even switch it, like have her right hand play with her neck. Is she wearing a necklace? She is. So right hand
Yeah.
play with the necklace, left hand play with the train. Just look at your train.
Yeah.
A lot of things you could do, but definitely turn the body. You never want to shoot her at her broadest. This is good PJ stuff. Also good PJ. Watch your hands, ma'am.
Let her be. It's her hand.
This is
The
great.
only thing I'll add to it is what I've been saying. Like, just keep the dress white. If the dress is white, keep it white. Like,
But it looks like
little-
that there's a different temperature on the mirror, on the reflection than it is on the actual person.
from here. It's a quick fix. If you just bring this blue slider down a little bit, you see that?
Well, not
So-
just that. I think you need a brush. It's a local adjustment, I think.
It's probably just like some light pollution, like maybe like a light, what do you call it? Like a bathroom light or something on that's kind of
So
contaminated.
Yeah, maybe white balance the dress in the reflection, and then take the brush, do local adjustment on the non-reflection. That's probably the fix. So take a W on the reflection, and then take the brush and hit the dress on the camera
Look,
side.
if this is going in the gallery, I would deliver it as is. But if you're gonna have it in your portfolio, just fix it. Just a simple fix.
Not bad. I like the symmetry. It's not too
Mm-hmm.
bad.
Black and white would probably look cool.
Whatchamacallit? I wonder if you can scoot back, put it on a wide angle, and get the more reflection. Like get a double reflection off the floor.
How's this look in black and white? This would look really cool. Just get rid of all that, yeah, that looks cool.
Looks good.
Yeah.
I like it.
My only thing is just the symmetry on
Yeah.
the
Crop it a little bit.
yeah. It's either include it or don't. Like it's just quick. Let's see how this looks.
Yeah.
It's good.
Yeah. Yeah.
But nice use of light here. Good stuff. Very consistent with the brand.
Yeah.
Great moment. Goodness
Nice.
gracious. Giving
Love
me
it.
goosebumps. Love it.
Yeah. Love the crop, everything.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go to the ceremony. This is good too. Love it.
Yeah.
Good moment.
I love how everybody, if you go back to that one, go back, like nobody has a cell phone. This is so cool. Like everybody's see their face, and I see hands and clapping. Awesome. Yeah.
They got the memo. They got the memo.
Yeah. I love the
This
guy
is
on the left side, just, a guy or
I,
girl on the left.
I will add like the two people in this review that had like the most, I guess, I don't want to say like established, but like had where their portfolio actually spoke to their brand. They had a lot of emotional images in their portfolio, and that's what you want to have.
I love the layering in this photo. No, go back. You got the gentleman kissing the kid in the back, and the affection on the layer in the front. I just love this so much. Maybe like I don't know how much we cropped in for this photo because maybe the original had more breathing room, but like bring it down. I would bring it because I don't need the space up top. Yeah.
Yeah. There you go. Yep. Beautiful.
I love it. This is so powerful, and you got a little bit more space on the left, so I would scoot it over to the right just to see.
Yeah, I see this as like a wedding spread, like one spread focusing on I'm assuming the groom in the back, and then the one spread, this spread, like side by side. Boom, beautiful in the album.
This is so good.
Good moment.
I love it.
Beautiful.
I see wearing a tree hat. Once you see it, you can't unsee it.
Yeah.
Right?
The the chair here, just simple crop.
So I'm going to say something about this. This is set up so you have control of this. So I know a lot of times couples want to utilize all the decor that they use. This, and I would gravitate towards those two trees there. I would put them kind of in between the trees and just utilize that composition instead of using the chairs and the table. I would still probably use him, bring the chair over to the middle and just work on that.
You can even make a reflection off of the ground if you wanted to, off the dance floor.
Left table, the right table is not adding anything to it. Yep.
That's right. Yeah.
Because it's either you're going to show everything or you're not going to show
Can you
it.
vertical crop it? I think vertical crop may work better too.
Let's not see the tables.
Yep.
Scoot to your
and then go
right.
to your right. Yep. There you go. Yep.
Look at that.
Yep. And then erase that chairs. Yep.
Erase all those chairs.
And the top lights. Yep. Get it all out then.
Erase all the gold chairs, including the one he's sitting on, and see what it looks like. Can you imagine it puts him on a toilet?
Yeah, this is a strong image now.
Stronger
now.
I mean,
it was strong before. It's stronger now because the distractions are eliminated. Yep. But the only thing is what Ben said, like the
tree hat.
Yeah.
Yeah. Once you learn about tree hats, you can't unsee it. The tree hat.
I know. It happens.
Tree antlers.
That's how you learn. That's how you learn. That's to happen like really drastic one time, and you're good after that.
Yep. All right. Good night.
Yeah, good night. We have a long day
Almost done.
tomorrow.
Almost done. It's almost done. Almost done. We gotta give everyone equal time. All right. Gotta
Good
give everyone
night.
equal time.
Everyone wants to go to bed now.
This is good PJ stuff. That's fine. That's good.
Everyone.
Good stuff. This what all I would
Where's
do.
the light coming from? There's a backlight. I see the
Yeah.
backlight. The right
It,
is
it,
it
it looks like
handheld?
someone got in the way,
Yeah.
or like she has an umbrella. But
I don't
just
know. I don't know if I would show this photo.
yeah,
Yeah, no, it's a good one if they didn't look at her boobs or butt.
Yeah, her chest
Because
is too
there's a
broad.
shadow. It's an unfortunate shadow. It looks like her nipple too.
Because
Right, yep.
the brightest part of this photo is actually the flash in the background, and then the second most brightest part is her chest.
Her chest,
So-
yep, and it's too broad. Yep.
Yeah, and then it's her forearm. You know, so
Yep.
like I have to my eye goes all around, and then it comes to the face. Like the face is one of the last things that it comes to. So
Right.
I definitely wouldn't put this on the website. This is part of their gallery. It's just it showcases the excitement and the party and the fun of the wedding, but it's not something.
Just
that
brush her
will-
face.
Yeah.
Just brush her face.
Yeah. Yep.
There we
you
go.
Yep. Easy fix. Yep.
Just do shadows instead of
And then,
exposure. Do a shadow.
um,
Shadow recovery. Yep.
Yeah.
And then maybe burn her chest a little bit.
but still, yep. Wouldn't show it.
Because there is this is a moment, this is happening, and it's a great moment. It's like between, I'm assuming, the groom and the bride, and you just see that their faces together kind of fitting like a puzzle, which is really nice. But maybe even if this was a different angle, like this would have
Right.
front
Yep.
on.
Right.
more
private
right.
private collection only.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like so, when I saw this image, I didn't want to be the one to point it out because I'm a male. So
Right.
I'm glad you ladies said something. But yeah, just if they would have moved to the right, like more, like the photographer would have been this way.
Right.
You-
Yep.
You kind of would have eliminated like this angle here, and you would have still got the moment.
Yeah.
It's
Even
an
the
awesome-
groom's looking down her chest.
Yeah.
I'm wondering if we could have AI'd the shadows that are on her on the right part of her dress.
All right. So this.
What
this,
is
this-
that? Oh, it's from her cup.
It's a shadow. It's a shadow. Let's see what that looks
I
like.
know, a shadow from her cup.
Probably. She probably had a VAL.
Oh yeah,
There we go.
It's a little better.
yeah. It was still, the dress is too low.
Yeah, it's too low. She's leaning. Her chest looks big. Yep.
I'm digging the vibe though. This is an awesome
it's
party.
a good PJ shot, but more for the right.
Yep. Yep.
All right. So we went through all 5. Any last comments on this photographer's images?
There's only one comment that we didn't talk about. Abby said there's actually he made 2. He was saying like people who chase the. Let me see. I'll say it. More than flat lays, I think some of these room decor and detail shots shown in the portfolio is something that publications and vendors are chasing, or vendors chasing publications are looking for. I have this feedback from them directly, and this is visible when you deep dive on artists that are being published in outlets like Vogue and stuff. So listen, if you're trying to chase getting published in editorials and things like that, yeah, go. I mean, yeah, if you're trying to chase those relationships, do it.
I'm a harsh critic on that.
And-
Chasing Vogue is great, whatever, but it's not gonna get you anything. I'm sorry.
It's not
Like,
paying the bills.
Yeah.
It's not paying the bills. It may give you a good post on social media that will last maybe
Okay.
24 hours, if that. But focus more on what you want to do, what clients you want to attract, and not publications. Because at the end of the day, it's
Chasing clout doesn't get you anywhere.
Yeah. And,
You know?
and I'm gonna be brutally honest. If you look at, and I'm gonna be, and I'm not trying to offend anybody, and I'm not trying to. If you look at the people that have expressed that they're not doing well, a lot of those people are the people that have been chasing. I want to be Vogue. I want to be, I want to be preferred here. I want, and they're missing they're missing the purpose, right? They're missing the purpose where they're not looking at the client, at the person who's going to pay their bills. They're looking at like, I want to be famous, or I want to be, I want my photos to be on Vogue. And what I think is, if that's if that's what you want to do, you want to be first. You gotta arrange your, what do they say? Arrange your house and get what's not booking, right? Because if you don't have clients, you're not going to be able to get onto Vogue. So it's fixing what's the main issue, and then you can go get published, and then you can work with planners, and then you can do all that. Because if you go to a planner and like the planner is going to be like, who do you work for? How many weddings do you do? Oh, I don't have any weddings, or I'm slow. They're not going to want to probably work with you. They're going to think something's wrong. You got to stop chasing the cloud and start focusing on what's paying your bills, what's putting food on the table. That's, at the end of the day, that's what really matters, right? It's doing what you love, working
Yeah,
and doing what you love, and making a living out of it. But if you can't make a living off of it, then
What is it all for? What are you doing all this for?
Yeah, going back to that, I mean, you can still shoot these things. Like, you don't have to show it. Like, you can still submit and have those things. You can put them on your blog. You can put them on your Instagram stories. We're talking about portfolios. Like, like this is stuff that you don't have to show in your portfolio unless you want.
This is what's gonna get you those bookings, right? That's what's gonna get you those bookings. It's not Vogue or it's I know it feels good when I was published in Vogue, or all the accolades and stuff, but at the end of the day, if you're just chasing awards and chasing accolades and just looking for us to tell you you're amazing, but at the end of the day you can't even book a wedding, what does that
What
do
is all
for
that?
you?
What do all those awards mean? What do all those publications mean?
Yeah.
You gotta.
I know people who had like all their Vogue. Didn't Vogue make them take all that down, being like, "Hey, you couldn't put our logo on your images or say that you were featured on
A
Vogue
lot
or
of
whatever."
it,
So
yeah, a lot of it was fake. They were just using Vogue logo.
yeah,
No, I think it was you were able to submit and pay. You were able to pay to get Vogue or something like that. I heard.
Oh man.
Yeah, when you paid for an
Yeah,
ad
like-
space, when you pay for ad space, you say,
Yeah.
you can see me in Vogue, but it's not really.
And nothing
real.
wrong with that if you can do it. But I think we're just trying to help people. Help people book more, or kind of see what's the issue, because we all know, we're all in these forums, we all talk to photographers, videographers, and some people are doing amazing, they don't see any issue. Some people say the industry is going to shits, and and I don't think it is. It's just
evolving.
certain
It's evolving.
Yeah, it's evolving, and we have to pivot. You have to change. You have to get better. You have to evolve. Like, what worked 5 years ago during COVID does not work anymore. So if you continue trying to push the issue and try to do the same thing you were doing during COVID, it's not working. So we have to change. We have to pivot. We have to do something different. So
That's all. All right, we're let's wrap it up. We're recording damn near almost 3 hours. Okay. This is longer than our podcast recorded. Leo, I think Leo did this on purpose. Every time we hang out with Leo and record, it's like almost damn near 3 hours. Jesus Christ!
He was like,
we're about
I'm
to be.
in third place.
It's like we're about to be really big in Portugal again. But listen, for those of you guys who join us late, this is all being recorded. We're gonna repost this, reshare this in all of our channels. But guys, I appreciate all of my co-hosts plus Leo and all of those folks who submitted their images for review. I know it's not an easy thing to do, but we hope that we were able to provide a little bit of insight, coming from a place of service, and of course trying to help you guys elevate your work, and that's it, But if you guys have any feedback, you'd like to leave a little bit of commentary. I know some of you guys have been lighting up the chats a little bit, but leave any commentary in the chat. I know that we're all pretty active in there. We all read it. We answer everything personally. And if you guys would like to reach out to Leo specifically, slide into his DMs, he'll let you know how to find him.
No, and I really try. Like, anybody that messages me, I do respond to you, and I'll be honest and give For me, I always say there's no secrets in the industry. We're here to elevate each other and help each other out. So.
All right. Well, we're all going to go to bed. We're going to watch this wrap up with the Spurs game. It's 42-35 the Spurs. So let's keep it going. So anyway, guys, thank you so much for joining us this evening. Thank you so much for joining us. Hope you guys have a wonderfully productive week.
Thanks, guys.
And we'll see you guys on the next one. Okay. Adios.
Bye. Bye.
All right. Good night. Thanks, guys.